What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Skate. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. And this is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And of course, today with me, we have Peralta in the house.
What's up, everybody?
Couch Boy.
You.
And now let's introduce our guest this week. We have a friendly friend today coming in. So excited to interview this guy. It's been a long time. We wanted him on the show. Jonathan Potato Yanez. Did I say your last name correctly?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for coming down, man. I appreciate that.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. It's good times, dude. Let everybody know what city you're repping.
Pico Rivera.
Pico Rivera? Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's a good one. We haven't had a Pico Rivera in the house yet.
Actually, Philip.
Philip? That's
yeah,
right.
Phil's from Pico.
He is from Pico.
He's
But I think
younger
he's
than
kind of
us.
been... He's bounced around, I think, right?
Yeah. He's like La Puente, Pico, Escobina.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, he's from Pico too.
I feel like he's part of the Pico boys.
He's a brother.
Shit.
Yeah, he's a Pico boy for sure.
Shout out to that. How did you get on the skateboard?
Let's see, the short but sweet story of how I got on a skateboard. I was at one of my sister's softball practices, and some dude, he had a skateboard. He was like one of the brothers of one of the other girls that played on the team, and he'd take a skateboard while she was practicing, and I was there, and then we became friends.
That's cool.
And there was like a little crack on the floor that, he was trying to ollie, you couldn't really do it. And then I was like, oh, what? He's like getting up it, And I was like, you can do that with this piece of wood.
Right.
So I was so intrigued. I was like, dang, this is like next level. I want to try it, And I remember that first day I tried it. It was so low to where like maybe I thought I ollied up it, but I probably just like bonked it and I got up the curb. And
You're like,
it just felt good,
Yeah. Shout out to that, dude. That's
his
cool.
name's Chris.
Shout out to him out there. Yeah, because, dude, as soon as you get on the board sometimes, it's like, it is a toy, like, in the beginning, but then once you see somebody, how they use it, like you said, this guy started lifting it off the ground, you're like, hey, wait a minute, that's not, Yeah, I saw Back to the Future, and I just wanted to hold on to a car and just,
I thought it was going to hoverboard on you right there.
Well, that was part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's cool, dude. And then after that, how did you get on your board? Like, this one, of course, was his board?
Yeah, so this is his board, and I remember he had a Stone Cold Steve Olsen.
Whoa.
It was like a straight like wrestling graphic, but it was a Steve Olsen.
That's cool.
Sick. I remember it was like blue. It gave you the feeling like it was all like frozen.
Yeah.
I can't really remember how the graphic was, but it was dope.
It looked cold, huh?
I remember that WWF series.
You remember that?
Yeah, because I remember they brought out like The Rock, Sting, Olsen. They had the cane board.
It was a Shorty's board.
The Shorties?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was skating his board literally for like 3 weeks straight because I was like, I got so hooked. I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I remember I even learned how to like flip a kickflip and land with one foot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, how are you learning all this so quick? It's just like picked it up really fast.
That's cool.
And then probably like I had another friend. His name was Christian, and he lived down the block from me. And I remember I was, you try to do a kickflip down with one foot for days, and you're like, It took me about like a week and a half to land a kickflip on a crack. And,
okay, you put the wheels in the crack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I landed it, and I was just like, I like freaked out, Like,
yeah. I love that.
you see those videos online, you see that kid.
Yeah, the kid.
Super
yeah.
just freaked out. That's how I was, dude. Literally, like, there was video. I was like that same kid.
Yeah, we didn't have that back then, right? Did you have anything to record back then at the time?
It was rare that we would. Closest thing was my dad's like dad cam.
Dad cam? Okay.
Yeah, he like shot my soccer games on, baseball games, stuff
Okay.
like that. Just like family stuff.
Just quick point and shoot.
Yeah,
Right.
and he was like my filmer too. Like, but I would only skate the skate park. There's no let's go to a street spot or I find that out till a little later.
Okay.
How old were you when like all this was going on? Were like you like elementary?
I was 11 years old. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so I was
yeah.
starting young.
Yeah, it's just I remember too. a couple years prior, I had a skateboard from Big Five. It was a Mongoose.
Okay.
And I rode that one for a while. I remember even learning to ollie on that thing without no one even telling me how to do it. It was weird. Like, I remember trying to pop to 50s on the curb. Like, just my mind kind of knew, like, oh, that's an obstacle. I'm on concrete. I could pop and, like, I could, like, gain lift and, like, get on this obstacle. It was just like, whoa. But to me, I didn't think, oh, you could go and you could start grinding with it.
Right. You're just like stall. Let's get up on it.
Yeah. So one day I was at the lake. My parents were there at some party with friends. They're all drinking and stuff. And I ended up losing my board in the lake. Like, I slip out and the board falls into the lake. And then it's, like, pretty deep and dirty. So I'm not... Yeah. My dad was about to go get it. And I was just like, you know what? Nah, it's all good. But then about, not years later, probably like a year or two after, I got a board on Easter.
Okay. And
that was my first deck I had. It was World Industries, Gold Wing trucks, bank wheels. I think it was like Flame Boy or something like that.
Flame Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I rode for a good minute. I even used to like the bearings would get all dirty, so I take them out, polish them up. I used to wet my skateboard, dude. Like when the grip tape would get dirty, and then come to know like that's bad for your board.
Right, yeah, you get waterlogged. Soggy. Soggy, doesn't have that pop sound.
Get that wet cardboard box sound when you pop it.
Yeah, me and my friend Chris would be.
But you're like a little mechanic. You're taking it all apart. You're learning how to put it back together. You're cleaning the bearings out. You're just doing your thing, and then you're like, well, I clean everything else. This grip looks a little dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember trying to use a wet rag.
Okay.
And just trying to dab it. Yeah. Yeah, but because I have made the mistake of maybe leaving out the board outside and getting wet or something, or just not really knowing, Yeah. And then you learn that's a bad sound.
You learn the hard way. Yeah. You can't pop, and then your wheels sound weird too.
Yeah.
I would wet the whole deck. I wouldn't even like.
I remember when you would put WD-40 inside your wheels, and then after that they would just sound like really soft.
Yeah, that's not even good to put in your bearings.
No, it's a water-based lube, so
it collects more dirt than anything.
Well, no, at the end of it, it rusts because it's a water-based.
Yeah.
So that's why you need something like Speed Cream or maybe a motor oil.
I used to use my mom's clipper oil because she cut hair.
Yeah.
And that worked pretty good.
Yeah. There's some people out there that will take all the oil out of them. Like the Bronson Raws, I heard don't come with no oil.
Really?
Yeah, and
what happens when dirt or dust goes into them?
They just clean them with Windex. What's his name? Jamie Foy says he does that. Just straight Windex, and he gets that old school sound too because it's got that.
Yeah, it's probably like a.
Yeah, he's like, I skate them dry. I'm like, dude, that's crazy. I never heard of that, but now I have.
I rock the Bone Swiss. They last a long time. Of
course.
I just after maybe a year and a half, I just started blowing out my Swisses.
Wow.
Yeah, but
that's a good time to have them.
I mean,
they last.
I tripped out though because it happened when I took them out to clean them and I put Speed Cream in them. A few days later, one by one they just started going. Psh, psh, psh.
Oh man, messed them up even more. You think?
I don't know what happened, but I think I blew out like 3 of them.
They got too hot, and
but I bought it.
Boom! Exploded.
I bought an independent first aid. Remember how Shorties used to have the first aid kit? Indy made one, so I saw it at Borders and I bought it. and I was like, "Fuck it!" It saved my life because it came with 2 bearings. Nice. Popped 2 bearings. I was like, cool.
Yeah. They always came with 2 extra bearings, right?
Yeah.
10 bearings.
Wow. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted to buy the ceramics. But I've never pulled the trigger on those ones, man. They're too expensive. Does it even
make a difference, you think?
I have no clue because I can't afford it.
Yeah. Dude, were they like $200, huh?
Yeah, they're about 160, 180 or something like that around.
That's crazy. I don't even think it makes a difference.
I mean, if they can promise me that they'll never pop, maybe I'll pull the trigger on them.
Tony Hawk says he used to love them, but they don't give them to him no more because the bearings are worth more than the board. Because he'll just write a board and then he'll give it away to somebody, the whole deck. And so it was costing Swiss more money than it was him for, giving away his product. Damn. So they're like, we're just going to give you the regular bones now because you keep giving away all the ceramics. They're like, that's fine. He's like, I don't care. That's fine with me. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, he skates in a pretty controlled environment where he's like, I don't have to worry about rocks, pebbles, bad shit.
And he makes so much money, he doesn't even care. That's like a little thing for him.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, worst fear is what? You're one of the screws is coming a little, popping out a little bit. You don't want to get
shift truck. Where you're trying to start shifting
either or slide on it, you know what I mean? That's always scares me, like thinking like because I seen somebody recently, like Tom Segura did a commercial with Tony Hawk, but he did a butt slide down the big ramp.
I saw that.
And in my head, I'm thinking, what if there's a screw out and you just like your back is just like, you know, like like I don't know why I cringe at thinking that, but I'm sure he probably has the best, they probably don't even have him showing.
That ramp was made that day. And, there's inspectors probably like checking for every screw, making sure it's in right.
Yeah.
Especially when you're like a high profile like personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Segura, it's a whole production.
Yeah.
It's all legit.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool that you still remember that first board, dude. That's right. You don't have it though anymore. It's all. I'm sure.
I wish I did. It would be kind of a cool little relic to have.
Right. Yeah. Did you collect anything like that as a kid? Did you save any boards, or were you like me and we used to focus everything?
Yeah, I didn't really I didn't know what sentimental value it would have probably had. Like now being this age,
right?
Looking back, so I kind of looked at it as like it's just trash.
Yeah. Sometimes I used to collect stuff and it just pile up too much, and
I do collect.
You're like, you gotta throw that out now.
My old boards probably from like the last 4 or 5 years, maybe 6.
That's cool.
They've just been stacked probably about like almost nipple high.
That's crazy. That's a bet, man.
But I don't know. Then I'm just thinking like, well, I'm collecting all this wood. What am I gonna do with it? Is it just extra space, or does it hold a special part in my heart to have them? Because I did miss a big portion of boards before that. So it's like,
right.
But
can you look at a board and go like, oh, I remember what I did on this thing, or?
Oh no, I'm not.
Probably not like that.
That's really good memory.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe sometimes when you see something, you're like it brings up a memory. So maybe if I see the board, then it'll probably like bring up a certain memory.
I would feel more like maybe you could use those boards to be like, I want to make a piece of furniture.
That's what I thought too.
Like something. Because those boards are sentimental, so now you're making a sentimental piece of like furniture.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Maybe like a bench.
Yeah.
Something, something where like the homies could kick it on, like at the pad.
There's some people that actually they'll make it look beautiful because all the colors that are in the plywoods and stuff like that, and they'll sand them down where you can see all that color. Like, there's so many talented people.
I was about to
Shape 3.
Yeah. David Chinsky.
He's really talented with that. He made me a ring one time out of like.
Oh, that's sick.
Board,
I have a couple of rings here that were made by another guy.
They look just like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Shout
cool.
out to them, man. Shout out to everybody that's taking trash or what people would think is trash and repurposing and making it useful and even making a living off it.
I see there's some other dude that makes like knife handles.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Those ones too, pretty cool.
Yeah, so many things. I can't remember the guy's name, but there's another guy, Epically something. I can't remember on Instagram, but
pretty rad.
Yeah, he'll make handles for knives. He'll do tables. He'll make a giant ball out of used boards. It's like, what?
Dude, I just saw a guy making like high-end pool sticks. Like pool sticks are like almost $1,000.
Dang.
That's what this shit's selling for. And I'm like, dude, it'd be cool to have like a pool, like my own personal pool stick to play with, made out of skateboards.
Like yeah.
If I was a pool player,
that's
for sure.
Yeah. They just interviewed him right on Vice or something.
I think so.
Yeah.
My buddy at work was telling me about him.
Yeah, I did see that segment on him. It's pretty cool.
That's rad. Yeah, that's cool, man. Shout out to all those talented people.
All the talented people out there.
Yeah. All right. And so when did skateboarding actually start taking a like was it junior high when you actually started doing more tricks and?
So I'll say
because I know you landed the kickflip. You're super hype.
Oh yeah, that was number one highlight right there, and then I'd say. I think like back then everyone wanted to be the best skateboarder for some reason. It was always like Oh,
What
no,
year?
better than
What
you,
year
blah,
was
blah.
this around?
So I'm probably like in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, like middle school. And everyone's trying to be like, everyone's like, yo, I'm the best. No, you know. And then minimum day comes around, and then we all meet up at the skate park.
Yeah.
And then you get to really see who's good or not, or who's, you know.
Who's throwing it down that day?
But then a lot of people from that 3-year period stopped skating. And then once you got into high school, it was like, all right, there's only a certain few that skate.
That stayed with it.
And you're like, oh, well, there's no one I can skate with now. So now I got to find people from other cities. And that's where, after is where I started skating with people from other towns and cities. And
that's cool that you didn't let it stop you. Like, dang, I don't have no friends to skate with. Because, that kind of happened to me at one point. Like, everybody moved away that I knew that I used to skate with, or like life happens, they have kids or whatever. And then I notice I'm like at the skate park, by myself, and I make friends there, but there's nobody like a homie that you can call every day or hang out, even after hours. And like, so it was always like, I had homies I did chill with, but I still made time for skateboarding a little bit. After work, shoot to the skate park, hit a couple hours, boom, then go chill with the guys and stuff, But none of them skated. Oh, okay. So I mainly skated like at home on my driveway, made a little DIY stuff. But yeah, man, like, and then you lose that, that you lose that camaraderie with your friends and stuff. So I kind of like, I was like, what, there's no one to call. And then little by little, I stopped doing it for over 10 years. So. Oh, wow. Yeah. So, but man, I did miss it. I always liked it when I heard about it, but dude, coming back to it was a blessing though, for sure.
Oh yeah. It's always a good vibe just to be skating with your friends and even meeting new people too. Yeah. It never ends.
Yeah, I met these guys, you know what I mean? So these are my crew now. Or I'm part of their crew, I should say.
When you were like, you said you just met people in different cities, were like, was it just like you met within your city, or like you were just like, fuck, I gotta take a mission over here, here?
So we're the skate park that I skated, Smith Park, was always kind of like a hub for like surrounding cities to come and like just skate, because there wasn't too many skate parks back then.
No, there wasn't.
When you had like Montebello Park, Whittier Park, Downey.
What year was this? Like in the 2000s?
So Pico was built. Smith Park was built in like 2001.
2001. Okay.
And
I do remember skating. Did Smith Park have like a low to high rail?
Yeah, they call it the Nutter Rail.
Okay, yeah, I skated that once, and I do remember that part.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that thing.
Yeah, it was scary.
Smoked a lot of people.
It was scary because
it smoked a lot of people's nuts.
As much as you can.
Is that why it's called the Nutter Rail?
The Nutter, yeah.
Because it was high enough to get you, man. The drop was no joke. But if you're a good board slider,
yeah, like fat square.
Yeah, I like square rails too. So that was
I grew up square rails. Dude.
Yeah.
What I learned on.
And it's like now it's crazy. You go to skate parks, it's just like circle everywhere.
God, that scares me.
And I kind of wish I would have learned on circle, because a lot of
me too.
The kids nowadays are like holding like cross locks and pinches and all that stuff. And then you could throw rails on. You could be like boardside hurricane.
Oh, dude!
Now it's just like a whole new like level of skating, and that's what intrigued me as like an older skater, to be like, oh, I could learn newer stuff as an older skater. It's not maybe too difficult, impact. But it's still low impact. I'm not moving off like a crazy set.
Kind of like having like a chill flat bar.
Yeah, also learning to grind rails too, like circle rails, because that's a difficult task, At least back then, when I would think of like grinding a circle rail, I'm like,
that's
hard.
There's no way. And because I grew up, I don't know about you, but on square rails, I would do heel lock, like lock on my heels.
Yeah, but that's the way to do it. If you do cross lock on a square rail, you're gonna eat shit.
Yeah, I don't. That's what.
Your wheels get caught.
You just kind of pinch. You're gonna pinch into almost a wheel bite.
Yeah, so pretty much.
So to picture myself to try to heel on a round rail is, I just feel like the board's gonna go whoop right underneath it. Like
you're gonna end up like that meme where the dude just crucifies himself.
Yeah.
Well,
you'll be your own meme.
Yeah, for real, man. Well, any way to go viral, right, nowadays?
Whatever it takes for some people.
That's a no for me, man. I don't need to go viral at that.
No way.
I mean, you were saying also Pico was like a hub.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for surrounding cities, local skaters wanting to come and just get a session on like some mellow banks, and a lot of people skated the little square road going down the bank there, and like that's where I learned all my hand road tricks leading on to into the streets, from there on, and we really utilized that park to its fullest potential for what it was, because when you think about it, it's kind of just like a blah park, but we looked at it as like, this is all we got. It was great. We didn't complain.
That's kind of how I feel about La Habra when I used to go there.
And we're going to make the best of it no matter what, And
yeah.
Should there be days where it like rained and like I cried because I couldn't go skate. I thought I was going to lose my tricks.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I felt those days before where you're just like, you were like on fire that whole day, and you're just like...
You're just young and you think like, oh, that's all you have, and like, you're young, you have a lot of energy. Imagine you can't let out the energy, it's raining outside, and you're bummed. You're like,
I would actually literally go underneath the carport out here and skate underneath there.
I had nowhere to go.
It was just like, I put...
Like a porch, but it was like a 6x6 space to do it.
It's like you gotta sit there and just crack skate.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cry and do it.
I put up, because I had kickers right in the driveway, so then I ended up putting the kickers like if I had a mini ramp.
Okay.
So the kickers would go, and then I would pretend like I'll just go back and forth doing tricks and stuff like on the kickers, like acting like I knew how to skate transition, But it was something. I was still out there doing it.
Trick your mind.
Yeah, those were the days, man, when you wanted to do whatever it took to get on your board.
I mean, it's crazy because some of us are blessed to have a spot like that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's people who live like in apartments where like, because I live in apartments right now, I'm like on a rainy day, I'm like, either I gotta go find a parking lot, a structure, or like, I mean, some people don't have nothing around them.
Yeah.
Like,
my mom was strict too. She didn't let me pretty much, go out anywhere farther than, I don't know, even like the front yard at like when I was like from 11 to like 13. But then once I was 13, she let me go skate to the park. Right. She knew where I was. I remember one time I got in trouble because I skated to like the Pollo Loco, which was like a mile down, to go skate the little long 5-stair that was right there at Pico. And my parents went to go look for me at the park, and I wasn't there. And then the kids told them, "Hey, I'm over here."
Oh shit!
And then, I took away my board. I was punished for it.
I was gonna say, was the board taken away?
Yeah.
That's always the worst punishment, man.
I've been in those situations where you tell your parents like, "Go in here."
Because I lied, maybe I should have said it, but then I knew they were gonna say no, so I went.
Yeah.
Is that the same Pollo Loco where in the back it has that bumps over the rail?
Yeah.
I know which one.
They changed the rail though; it's not small anymore.
Oh, they
put a
replaced
big
it?
one. Yeah, it was a good little.
They're like, let's challenge these
I liked it
guys
when
now.
it was the original one though. When it was just the original rail. It's perfect. The bump's good.
Yeah.
There's no need to cut it. It was, I think, just perfect the way it was. But that's pretty cool. They changed the whole thing now. It's like,
was the original one they cut? Did they cut it from the original to how it was lower?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the original was probably a little higher than the way it was, and the way you seen it when it was cut.
Yeah, because I've been there when it was cut, and I was like, dude, this thing's like
it's
too easy.
Yeah, too easy. Yeah. But it was a little higher, and it was more of a legit like I don't know. I feel like it's almost kind of like cheating.
When it's low.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But whatever. Skating, and you have fun however you want to. So
that's how it is nowadays. But back then, I do remember the rules and stuff like that. And now that's all out the window to me. Everybody's having a good time. You're having a good time. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm not worried about what you're doing.
Too old to be worried about little things like that nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like now you're just doing it however you feel it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not even trying to stress on the whole idea of pleasing somebody else, just because they don't like it,
Yeah. That's why I like, the people would be like, "Oh, I got an idea for your show. Oh, cool. Like, that'd be nice on your show. Handle it."
I'm set in my ways, and
Yeah.
That's good.
No disrespect to anybody out there, but you know what I'm saying. But
it's true because even they'll come and try to tell me, be like, oh, tell Rich to do this, and then I'm like, you know what? Sure, I'll let him know. And I can't just go like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's not your show. It's basically our show, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody has ideas, which is fine. You know, I'm down to listen, like you said.
Yeah,
but you know,
I'm not gonna hold you to it and do it for sure. You know.
Yeah. If it's a really great idea, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we might have to steal that idea.
We got ideas over here, you know. But
you guys are cooking it up, you know.
Yeah. It's only been 1 year so far, so yeah. You know, it's
Did
cool.
you guys do a little party or anything?
No, not yet. It actually, well,
maybe episode 100.
Yeah,
you guys almost there? What episode?
No, this is episode 54.
Ooh, you guys are a little ways.
We're halfway. A little bit over halfway.
Yeah, you're at 40, 46?
So this one drops on December 7th, right?
56 more.
Yeah, so...
maybe episode 100 would be nice to do something.
Yeah, so tomorrow would, like, because we're recording today on a Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, would actually be our anniversary, because that's the day we first dropped the episode. At least those episodes.
December 1st?
December 1st.
Oh, wow.
Happened to be a Thursday, so... Yeah.
A year ago on a Thursday.
Well, congrats on a year.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Yeah.
Keep it strong. Keep it going.
And you're part of the brand new season now.
Yeah. Hyped.
Yeah, man. Are you goofy or regular?
Regular.
Regular? Okay. Who was the crew that you were skating with back then? Who were the guys? Like, because you said you had
Park Locals.
Yeah, Smith Park. Yeah.
I didn't really do too much street skating back then. I didn't start street skating until like started skating the park like around 12, and then didn't start street skating until I was probably around like 15 or 16. So that was like a 3-year gap where I just skated the park and like with locals.
Right. Yeah.
It's like in a way that was like you were in that park prepping yourself for the streets because you're just in there like fine tuning your craft.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, as soon as he got his permission to go further, he was like, "I'm out of here."
I was like, "Oh, look at you and wings," and he flew.
He's just like, "Peace out."
Yeah. Then, so right when I was about freshman in high school, you're 14, maybe 15. I went to Belmont High School, and I tried to. I boarded the rail. You know, the 9th stair, the one back in the day, famous one.
Yeah.
Well, the rail was broken. It had like rocks with tape held around it.
Just kind of. I think I remember that one. It was just weighted down.
Shitty, dude. Like real bad. And I remember I boarded it, and I went back and I no slid it, and then I went back again, and I had the idea of wanting to crooked grind it. But as I'm getting warmed up, I'm trying to no slide it again. Mm-hmm. But I'm going super slow. And I think it was like 3rd try pop. The board goes on to no side, but my back foot misses the board, and I go straight to rack, but on like the sharp part of the rail.
Oh no!
All the rocks come out. I'm on the floor of the rail shaking.
Oh no!
I'm squirming. And then I get the sensation like I have to pee. And I go take a piss, and it's blood.
Ooh!
And I'm like, oh damn! Like what's going on? So we had to have my homie's parents come and pick us up, and I got back to my house, and then I had to pee again, more blood. Had to tell my mom, all right, let's go to the ER.
Right.
Get there, and they find out like I ruptured my urethra.
Oh.
So emergency surgery, like we got to get pretty much a tube up my, you know.
Yeah, the catheter.
A catheter and who's losing blood, you know.
Damn, that's scary. That's scary.
So that was like the whole first experience. My mom takes me to the hospital, and then she's all traumatized. I remember she was all shaking. I put a blanket over her, and make her feel like
you're the one comforting her. You're the one.
No, the people at the hospital.
Okay, so like the nurses and everyone.
Yeah, you know, because she shakes. She's worried for me, and
and then she telling you you're never skating again.
She's like, see, Jonathan, I told you. You know, but so I ruptured my urethra, and that was a whole ordeal. From skating a little 9th stair rail, barely started skating rails, barely started getting in the streets. This freak accident happens to me, and I'm just like, so bummed.
Right.
Even thinking like, telling me I could be impotent, not be able to have kids, not be able to get it
scaring
up,
you,
stuff like that. So I'm only 13 years old, 14 years old, or whatever.
Yeah, they're ruining your childhood.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
But everything's good.
Yeah.
But it took about a month or two to like recover from that.
That's what I was
And
wondering.
I had to go to like what do they call it? The urologists and all these old men are in there because they're in there for other reasons. But
Right,
like, why is this young kid here? You know, like
Yeah.
And I had complications with it too, like through the time, like healing, like the catheter was getting plugged up, so then I was getting like spasms. I had to go to the ER again, get it pulled out. It was just horrible, dude. It's like
that's scary.
yeah, that was one of my first experiences skating handrails. Then ironically, I started skating more rails after that.
Yeah,
you're just like I'm not gonna let this fucking be my downfall.
Yeah, but I think as a kid, you're not really thinking like you're stubborn. You're like, no, I never got it yet, so I gotta get this. I know I can.
Well, that's cool because some people will get scared and be like, that would be like the thing, like you said, unless you go and conquer it, it could be a fear that you end up with. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So until you go and actually do it, then it's like, okay, now that I conquered that, it's on now.
Yeah, so that was like I guess it like lit a fire, like low key.
And
that's cool.
I mean, just to back you up, I've had a catheter in, not for skating purposes.
Oh, fuck.
But I partied too much, and the aftermath is not the greatest.
No.
No, it hurts. Do not put yourself in that situation if you can avoid it.
It's not,
yeah.
It's not worth it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. And then, so a month after injury, go back, you get the rail. Now, were you filming any of this at the time?
Yeah, I have it on footage.
Even the injury one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have the one on.
What did it come out in a part that you put out? Or is it just on?
Yeah, actually, it's in one of the first videos I ever made called "Fish Is It."
Okay, I don't think I checked that one out. I have to watch it.
I'm like 15, 16 in it, and it's in the. I made a little bail section, like montage.
Okay. Yeah, because I watched some of your videos, and a lot of it's all like all the slams in the beginning.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of little falls. I try to include every like process.
Ooh-wee, man, I was watching some of that stuff. I was like, dude, you break yourself off to get these tricks, buddy. Yeah, I'm like, but
oh yeah.
But I mean, most people probably would have quit. And you got it, man. That's inspiring, really.
But I think that's the best part of us being skateboarders. Mm-hmm. I don't think something that big will overtake you out because I mean, you go get hurt and you're just like, the first thing you tell the doctor, how fast can I heal before I get back on the board again? Because I want to go back out and get it again.
I start skating again?
I had doctors say you're like, you're not going to be able to be the same or this and that. And I think that just being told, you're like, nah, you're stubborn. You're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
If you really want it, you will.
Mine's more powerful.
Right.
Than all that. But yeah, it's the price you pay when you're a skateboarder.
I think Arto Saari said it the best. I just watched this podcast earlier today, and I was just like, on the nightclub, and he said it the best. I went through 6 knee surgeries, and I'm fucking sat there, took ligaments out of my hamstring to make ACLs again, pulled this out, pulled that out, just to keep skating.
Yeah, but he said he's running out of hamstring.
So
hey, but he's trying to find ways to keep going, right?
He's gnarly. I went on a trip with him one time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, when I was on a CCS. It was called the CCSM project.
Okay, the CCS, like the little magazine that used to get in the mail? Mm-hmm. All right. I used to love that thing.
A little contest, and we won like gear for a whole year.
That's rad.
And shout out to Paul Corbiger and homie Marty. They hooked me up at the time. They saw my video and they were down, and then they had Arto Saari be as the photographer on the trip. So we went to Chicago for a week and just got to skate with him and just get to know him a little bit. He's sick. He's super good.
That's cool, man.
Guy, man.
Yeah. He's a good. I mean, he's out there taking his photos now and stuff like that. Like, he's taking a pretty cool photo of Jeremy Ray not too long ago when Jeremy went out to Hawaii to go visit his home. Yeah. So black and white. It's pretty nice.
That's cool.
Big pop off a quarter pipe, man. Just Jeremy in the air, like
epic. Legends shooting legends.
All right. So I mean, we were probably young at that time. I'm just saying, how'd you feel? Like, you're still like coming up and you're just like you're sitting there, you're just like, fuck, Arto Saari is really taking a picture of me right now. Like, it was like that was just one of those like moments where you're just like, or you're just like,
something I still brag about today. You know what I mean?
For sure, I would too.
I even took my what was it, Asmenic Mahdi and Flip Sorry VHS tapes, and I asked them to sign them for me.
That's it.
It was crazy because he like, I thought it would have been like, oh, like when we're out at the skate spot or something, but he's like, oh, just come to my room after, you know, shower up, whatever, I'll sign them. And then he signed them in his room, and like we talked for a little bit, and then I was like, oh, this is super cool. Like, I don't know, maybe he wanted his privacy or something, but
yeah,
he invited me into his room and was like, yo, check this out, sign it right here, talk a little bit. I was like, dude, thank you so much.
Some time. That's cool, man.
Yeah, he's a super rad guy, man.
That's cool.
I gotta imagine like,
and I looked up to a lot of his skating and stuff he did, gnarly handrail skating.
Sorry, you know, like, damn,
crazy.
So
Medic Mahdi, you know,
you can only imagine how much of an impression you being that young, and just your like, especially if he's one of your favorite pros, you're just like, this dude really just gave me the time of day.
No, yeah,
yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah,
it's always blessed. Like even being with like seen Pat Duffy yesterday, skate spot. And just another legend that I grew up watching. He like came up to us and started talking and say, "What's up?" You know,
that's
like
cool.
He's super cool.
You're like, dude, you skated in the rain? What?
10 in the rain.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would have been like,
fucking
in my head, I would have been like that. In person, I would have been all chill, but like in my head, I would have been like, ah!
I'd have played up. I don't want to like throw him off or anything because. He is gnarly.
I did see him at like one of those active, you know, they had the Plan B team come in and sign some boards or something, and I was more there for because I had like a Scheckler board. I had the Scheckler board right here on the wall.
Which one?
The one the Compton one.
That one.
Yeah, there you go. And then Felipe also was there too, so I had him sign the Biggie board.
Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah, so
Biggie,
and then
Biggie, Tupac. Oh no, Biggie.
Tupac and Easy E.
Easy E.
Yeah, and so and also Sean Sheffy was there as well, but Pat Duffy was there too, and a couple other dudes. But I was just like kind of just getting to the guys I needed to sign the boards, and I was like, oh dude, I took a picture of Felipe, I took a picture of Ryan Scheckler, but Ryan Scheckler was like a G, like he was like, you want a photo with me? He got, like, they were behind a counter. He came around and actually took a photo with me, you know, like,
that's cool.
Stood with, and like, oh, dude, that guy.
He's good to his fans.
Yeah, you know, and I was like, that's awesome, right? Because normally, like, Felipe was just kind of hanging over the table, just like, yeah, right here is cool.
I feel like that makes a difference, like, going out to see who, like, dudes you look up to.
Yeah, definitely.
And then, like, you see, I feel like maybe the way they presented you Sunday turns you on or off to them.
It could, definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe that day, but then I always tell people, you never know. They could be having a bad day, because they're pros, they deal with so many people all day, they're like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're just like, I'm
over it. Human at the end of the day, you know, you need your space, your time.
Yeah, don't be hitting up anybody that's sitting there eating with their family, you know, just...
Yeah,
you catch them at an event, we'll say what's up. You know, they're there, you know, they're there for a skating thing, but, you know, you see them on their personal time, you know, sets out the vibe, you know?
Yeah. That would be kind of weird going up to somebody in their family while they're eating.
Hey, bro, can I get a photo? All sick, like...
Maybe if it was Tony Hawk. No, I was kidding.
Come up with the kook vibes.
He'd be like, hey, Tony...
I met Tony Hawk a couple of times. He's actually
that's cool.
He actually follows me on Instagram.
That's sick.
Dope.
I mean, with the amount of projects you're doing and, like, the stuff you guys put out, I wouldn't doubt it if, you guys have the big industry following you, dude.
Yeah,
that's a dream. At least to have Tony Hawk, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I had Muska follow me once, but he unfollowed me now.
Oh
man, Muska, what happened?
It's like
Muska. Keep it real, you know. I think Tony, once he follows you, hopefully, I'm thinking he's just always gonna keep following you.
Yeah,
because he's like, why unfollow? You know.
I felt like Muska did like an Instagram cleanse, you know, to see. Yeah. He's like, oh, let me see, because he thought I was another skater. Well, another guy, Skate Cholo, that does scum skates. Oh. So when he saw that, he thought that was him, and he followed me. And he goes, "Oh, dude, my bad. I accidentally followed you." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that's rad." And he's like, "I'll keep the follow though." And I'm like, "Cool." And for a long time, he was following, but then he was like, "It was cool." But when I met Chad Muska, he was like, he saw me. He's like, "Oh, hashtag skate like a cholo. And I was like, oh, damn. Like,
hashtag skate like a cholo.
I was like, dude, that's my new hashtag, bro. That's it. It's like he came up with it right on the spot.
That's so funny.
Yeah, man. So now if he sees me, he's like, skate like a cholo. What's up? You know, like.
That's right. I have a couple of cool Muska stories too.
Oh, let's hear one.
One time we were out, because we used to go skate with the Deathwish Baker guys.
Yeah.
Back in the day. I was probably like 17, 18 probably.
Okay.
And there's a spot off like the 5 freeway before you hit the 110. They call it the Broadway DIY at the time. There used to be a big hole in the floor, a gap. They're set up like ledges, a couch, stuff like that. And then Muska was there with like Ellington, the whole Baker Deathwish squad. And we were skating the flat gap that had the drop.
Yeah.
I remember he was trying Impossible over it. So I was sessioning it with him. I think I was trying to cart flip. I think I did a back heel. Beagle was filming.
Ooh.
Dope.
And after we got the tricks, he's like, oh, he had his Muska, the Escalade.
Escalade, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, want to smoke a blunt, you know? So he offered me to go smoke with him in his Escalade. So I went down there. We smoked the blunt real quick, got all lit, and then came back up and skated. And I was like, damn, I'm in the Escalade with Muska right now. Like,
Dude, he called on Star. He's like, you know where your good rails are?
It was the Tony Hawk's Underground Dream. It's louder than the Metallica concert in there.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's cool. That's a story right there for sure, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was a fun session.
For sure, man. I wonder if he still smokes. Probably not out in the country where he's at.
No, he probably never know. On pot farm.
You never know. You never know.
You know
I mean, I think you'd hear something like that when he said.
He probably just doesn't, he doesn't advertise it. Or maybe he is sober.
You never know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I know he's up to creating a lot and making a lot of cool art pieces. And
oh, yeah.
his whole, I think his shoe release.
With S?
He did it all at his studio.
Yeah, I think he did like 100 shoes where he like dipped them in some kind of what do you call it? It wasn't paint, but it was like some kind of molding or like a plastic.
Okay.
And then he spun the shoe around on top of some like a canvas. So whatever shoe made that artwork, that came in the box as well.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So you got the shoe dipped, like the soles were dipped, and then he signs it, and then you get the art piece as well.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, this guy is just.
Well, see, look, that's another little marketing tactic.
I know.
Just,
he's a genius with that. Yeah, because and he's just bringing back nostalgia.
You want it.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. The one thing that blew my mind with you guys was when we were younger, when you guys first did the video premiere in the movie theater. I was like, what? I was like, local skaters premiering a local video in the movie theater?
Okay. Before we get to that, because I know we're already. I want to jump there, but let me ask you: who was the influence that got you to start filming? Like, how did you pick up the camera? Because I know you started filming and stuff like that, right?
Just from having a camera that my dad had, and then I see skate videos. I'm like, I want to do videos like that.
That's right.
It wasn't even from anybody. Like,
right.
There was no influence. No one had the camera. No one had the fisheye. I literally did it because I just wanted to capture footage, and it always like intrigued me to like, how are they getting these cuts, back to back?
Yeah.
Putting it on tape. I used to stop record on a VHS, but I would like
with
press
2 VCRs?
play. One VCR, but the camera was playing off the tape onto the
VCR
on the VHS, and then stop, record, play, stop, record.
Wow.
And I would have to time it perfectly,
right?
And then go back and look at it, and it was very like tracky.
Yeah,
right.
Glitchy. You get that glitch every now from recording over and over on the same time.
Yeah. But I could never figure out how to the music was put on it. So I was like, how is that? And then I figured out, there's Windows Movie Maker. I started using Windows Movie Maker.
The gold of our era. That's the gold of our era.
Windows Movie Maker was where it all started.
Yeah, I don't know if we still had this because I remember I don't know. I'm 44, so when we were filming, it was like around Midic Madi when that came out, on tape, when it was a VHS. So I think
that's exact era that I'm talking about right there.
Right. So I wonder what kind of system, Ruben, you have to let me know because he's the one that figured all that out.
I know what they kind of use. I think they use like Final Cut Pro or something like.
I don't know if we were that talented. I don't think we had cables and connectors.
Oh, what do you mean? How they did it, or
how we did it, like,
or how you guys?
How we did it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure the professionals.
They had like Final Cut Pro
for
probably.
sure.
Mid '90s, you already had the first Macintosh out, and they already had some form of like.
And they were already companies, so they had money to buy the system or whatever they needed.
And when did you realize that the camera was the VX?
I didn't start using the VX until like 6 years ago.
6 years ago? Okay.
But like,
it's just because it was the skater's camera. Is that why you wanted it, or?
Well, no. I just knew how dope it was because I had a lot of homies that did have the VX.
Oh, okay.
And then I would use it. My homie Anthony, he has the VX. He got one first, and then I would just use his, so I got good with his. But before that, I used to film with like my own cameras I would buy were like Panasonics.
Okay. With
a big depth lens, like the DVX 100.
Yeah.
Before that, I had a digital 8 camera, but it had a mini depth on it. So I used that to film my first video I made for Shizit.
That's cool.
And then
that's cool, man. And you do all the editing, right?
Yeah, I always wanted to to have direction when I filmed.
I remember the mini deaths, right? They were like like this big, and then you put them on like almost on a dad cam. Right? Yeah,
they were dope. They got a lot of pull on those, a lot of big netting. And it was good, like legit.
I wish we had that when we were younger, man. Damn.
Oh, dude, when my dad bought me that, I was like, I cherished that thing like it was gold, dude.
Yeah, of course.
And I polished it.
Make sure no scratches, no nothing.
It's like your first bearings, right? You got to keep it all.
And then once I graduated from that camera, I remember there was this kid that I sold it to, because I already had like the Panasonic with the graduated already to the big fisheye.
With the extreme fisheye, right?
Yeah, I was onto that camera already, so I sold this to the little mini depth lens to this kid for $100, and I bought it for like $3.
That's not
bad. I got like the good use out of it.
Yeah,
he was like a little homie, so kind of like pass it on. I knew he liked filming and stuff too. So
somebody's gotta start somewhere too,
I was just sitting collecting dust like in my my drawer, so I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Just pass it on to someone who's gonna use it. And I don't know what he did with it. Maybe he still has it because it's a little relic too. It has a lot of history behind it.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool, man, to start filming and doing your own thing, because especially as I think if I would have had something like that, I might have put in a little bit more work, because a lot of times we were skating without no cameras and stuff like that, still sanding it, and then it got to the point where like cameras were kind of available, and then you're like, well, I'm not gonna send it if I'm not gonna put it on tape, because what if I actually get it and then if I slam, we got that. I could take that.
There came a point where I would make sure everything was filmed.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna try this unless you don't point the camera at me. What if I eat shit?
Yeah.
I mean, at least you get a clip.
Yeah.
Honestly, recently, I've been like that. Like the other day, I was out filming in LA with Easton. He's all like, "You sure you don't want to practice this trick anymore?" I was like, "Dude, trust me. There's two options. Either I can slam hard and we need on footage, or I'm gonna land it. Because if I land it and then you want to film me, I'm gonna struggle again to try to get it again."
Oh yeah.
I've seen people get tricks first try and then try to film it and they couldn't do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, it takes some hours.
Yeah.
For sure. The first. Sometimes when you just throw it out there, the first time is the best time, and then you just get further away sometimes, or
it's not worth it, dude. You gotta kind of just stick with it.
Yeah. All right, you want to take a break? You're good?
Oh yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. Let's see. I'm stretching out a little bit. Like.
Oh no, I was just kidding.
I was gonna say I've personally as a filmer seen it, so usually when I get to a skate spot, I'm like, dude, who's ready to go? And I'm like, I'm gonna pull the camera out and just start filming. I don't care if you're not gonna land it, but at the same time doing that, it kind of sparks a fire in that person where like, all right, now I want to get it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy.
I like sometimes when someone's like trying to get the trick and they're like, well, let me see how it looks. And then you show them, they're like, and they love the angle and they go, oh, dude, for sure, right here then. It's kind of like, they're like, oh, really? It looks like that? oh, all right, let's go.
Or sometimes it sounds like on a random try that you think you're not gonna get close on, and then you get close, and you're like, oh, what the heck?
Those are the best right there. Like, for hours you're like nowhere near, and then all of a sudden you're just like, oh shit, this is the one I didn't think I wanted to get, and that's the one I got.
Yeah, but then sometimes, most of the time, you gotta review those ones.
Yeah.
They're like a little sketch, or maybe the filmer didn't get it right.
I just had a clip like that where I thought I landed a nollie back tail shove out clean, and then I posted it, and then after I posted it, I looked and I was like, damn, I toe dragged. Dragged.
Well, I'll feel a toe drag, and then I'll be like, is it in the is it in the footy?
I can be as honest as possible.
In the footy, yeah, of course, me too. But you know, it's
I've done that before though, where I'm like, that was good, right? And you get home and you see the toe drag, you're like dang.
Even if it didn't drag and it has a look, you're like, I can't.
Because you just wanted it to be over. You tried it for so long.
Yeah.
I need this to be over now. So any little satisfaction or any little reward, you're like, I'm taking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I've even had those where I'm just like, fuck it, I toe drag, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It was a hard line, so I'll take it. It was a hard line, it was a hard trick.
Sometimes
it's not in a park though, right? It's gonna be in a Instagram. It's an Instagram story.
No, I've thrown clips like that in the park because I'm like, just the battle.
Yeah.
To even get to that point.
Yeah, you weren't even there, so you don't even know the process.
Yeah, it's like, man, I might have gone back like 4 or 5 different days, and I was just over it. And I'm just like, just to even take that as a win. You're just like, I'll take it as a win.
Yeah, that's hype. I was gonna keep it strong the whole way through.
Now I have a question because now I don't know if this is a joke that I heard on the nightclub because they were talking about the VX. Now and then all of a sudden, like Roger in the back goes, "Do you know about the secret menu on the VX?"
Oh yeah.
And then so I'm like, "Is that a real thing or is it not a real thing?"
Yeah, there's like a custom presets menu.
Oh, okay.
And it's if I'm guessing people's footage that doesn't look that good on the VX, they skip that part. So that kind of like, you see it's a little bit grainier or it's not as sharp.
Yeah.
Or like the saturation of color isn't there. But I even go beyond that. I'll go like, make sure the custom presets is all set up real nice and crispy. Make sure my shutter speed is nice. If I need a light, I'll throw it on.
Yeah.
And then once it's on the program, I'm doing color correction, sharpening, and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I could make colors more vibrant, blues more blues, reds more reds, stuff like that. I could even like give it a certain look, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like an Instagram filter, right? You're just making it pop a little bit more.
Yeah,
but in a more technical way.
I don't even think Instagram filter falls into that because you gotta sit there and you're gonna be like,
each color or what?
Well, yeah, because you're saying if I'm gonna use this blue, and I want every other clip to look that blue, not the next clip is gonna be the same level.
Right.
You have to sit there and play with it to get it to that same level, but it's gonna be different numbers.
It's hard matching and stuff, you know, like, but it's fun. It's very time consuming, very tedious work, but I think it's all worth it, like in the final product, whatever you're making.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, because I wanted to bring up, I watched Toast. Did you film that and edit that one?
Yeah, me and my homie Claire Chang.
Okay.
We like edited together. That was more of like where all the homies were there and they like were making sure like this is a team effort.
Everything was going.
Yeah, it was all edited on my computer. I remember I brought my computer over to his house and we edited it there. I was at his house like every day. We were editing it.
All right, I'm gonna ask: desktop or laptop?
Desktop.
Damn, so you were carrying a whole monitor,
and
a whole fucking tower with you to edit.
No, I left it at his house for the time being that I edited the video.
Okay.
Because I wanted that was a kick it spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wanted it. He had a laptop, but my computer was newer.
Yeah.
A lot faster to edit on. So I'm like, you know what? If we're doing this as a team, I'll bring my computer over here. I want us to work as a team on this.
That's cool.
And that's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, Toast was cool, man. I really liked that. And there was a clip, I believe, that you did right here down the street at the St. Gregory Church.
Oh, yeah, I got front board on that one, yep.
Yep, front board down that church rail, dude. I'm like, damn, dude, that's gnarly.
I tried backflipping it once and died.
Was that in the video?
That was in Toast in the bail section.
Right, dude. I saw that too, and I was like, There was, dude. I mean, this slams that he had.
So bad, yeah.
There were some slams that you had, like
section was pretty gnarly.
The rail. You're like laid out on your back, like I was like.
I remember
so many. Like I can't now, because there's a lot of like I watched a couple videos and they're pretty much they all had slams in them, but the slam section.
I remember being in high school and all those videos coming out, and we were just like, dude, because it was between you guys and Mute Team. You guys were the as the locals. Like, the local heroes we're looking up to, it was you guys and Mute Team coming up. And you guys were just kind of like, boo, 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 boo.
Mute Team was crazy, yep.
Dude.
The homies, too. Like Kurt Rocha, Jerry Adams, Frankie Elizondo, Justin Rosiles, and, like, all those guys from back then. They were all killers.
That's cool.
And then Justin Rosiles from Mute Team, he moved to Pico. So then we became real good friends. So I knew a lot of... I know Frankie and all those guys pretty good because... We all kind of like not grew up skating together all the time, but we were like we seen each other all the time, heard of each other, and they came up with a video, we came up with a video, and then we always go to each other's like premieres and stuff.
That's cool, man.
It was pretty cool.
That's cool, man. The support right there is crazy.
Yeah.
Can I call break time?
Yeah, you want to take a quick break?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back, everybody.
Yep.
And we're back, everybody. And I still kind of want to keep on this role that we have going with the videos that you have, because
I think we just finished talking about the toast video.
We did, man. The toast. I mean, because but actually
one of my
the
favorite
toast
video parts I think I've ever made for sure.
Toast,
dude. And this is one I have to bring this up because this is one of Listo's questions, and I do believe it was in toast. Wilshire. Is it Wilshire 15?
Yeah, he actually asked me to ask you about it too.
Right? So he's like, make sure to ask him about the Wilshire 15
toast.
rail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Front blunt and back salad.
Back Susky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you gave me some wrong info. Just kidding.
No, back Susky, it's like, I mean, you could get it confused, but...
Is that because the board's like...
Back salad is like, say, it's more of a blunt 5-0, like you're doing a back blunt, but just turn that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Susky grind's more of like a back tail 5-0.
Okay. So it's like, if you're coming like front side 5-0, if you're going to do, Susky, you're going to almost do like a tail side.
For Susky,
do we have a board?
Well, salad grind would be the other way, right?
Yeah, when you're almost going to go into backside, blunt side, right?
It's like a front blunt 5-0.
Yeah.
But then the front side Susky is, like, you don't even, no one says front side Susky, though.
I'm regular, so if the board's turned this way, if you're doing a 5-0, right?
So
like
here's
5-0 straight.
Here's the rail.
Uh-huh.
And instead of, this is a backside salad, like that.
Yeah.
But my Susky was like that.
Right. Oh, that's dope.
I was going to say, we're going to tap into that whole over crooks and nose grind.
I know, right? Like, what do you... I mean, it's weird. A lot of skateboarding's just like
what I call sometimes blunt slides over tails.
Yeah.
You can argue all you want, but as long as you believe in it, then whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, for the longest time, when I would do nollie backside flips, I'd be like, those are nollie frontside flips.
I just don't like the way it sounds either.
I'm like...
backside flip sounds easier.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I mean, it's BS because it's blindsided, because I can't see behind me. So that's why I always tell people, if I can't see behind me when I'm rotating, it's backside or blindside.
Only backside flip. You're going blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the old argument, yeah.
But at this point, I'm just like, I don't even want to argue anymore.
Yeah. No, I don't even like that. Like that.
Yeah.
I believe in what I believe in. Fakey frontside flip, nollie backside flip, half calf flip, and then you got what?
I do one frontside
nollie half calf flip.
I'll do a 180 to switch 5-0. But they'll say, no, it's a nose grind. I'm like, but I went to switch 5-0.
Well, the nollie
180 fakey 5-0.
Yeah.
I'm regular, so then you turn over, you do like, you got the rail behind you.
Like if you did a front 180 to like, you call it what, switch nose grind, you think? But people would call it front 180 fakey 5-0.
That's what I would call it, because I'm like, you're switching rotation you're switching your stance in the rotation.
Yeah, I feel like
it's the thing.
Preference.
You know? Yeah, I mean, if we can sit here and
leave a comment below what you think
with the world about this.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't really care what you do it as long as it makes sense to you.
Dude, I mean, but I still want to do the Wilshire though. Let's get back on that because those tricks were no joke, dude. What year was that? Would you say?
Jeez, I would say that was 2005.
Yeah, I mean that was so dope. Dude.
I think that was the time Listo just barely back 50'd it. I was there the day he did it.
Crazy. Who?
Listo.
Oh, and Listo back 50'd it.
Yeah,
That's sick. I remember he posted footage of that. It's rad.
That was our first time ever going to LA.
That's dope.
I remember I wanted to try
Wilshire Rails is so infamous spot to go to. It was like landmark, you know, like people from all around the world went there. And
so, quick question on the Wilshire Rail. You showing up there, what was your mindset coming into like I'm about to do this? Like where you're just like I'm just gonna gung ho it, or like is there a process? Did you practice or?
Well, see, that's where I think the Smith Park rails came in. The ones that were like the little down square rails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I practice on those things like all the time.
Ooh.
And so by the time I got to Wilshire, I got to the 10 and I looked at it as like Smith Park rail.
Mm-hmm. You kind of saw, yeah.
So any trick I was trying, I did the Susky grind first.
Yeah.
And it only took me like, once I started trying on the 15, like 4 tries.
Damn.
Oh, no. That was the blunt. It took me like 7 tries for the Susky.
Wow.
And those were back to back the same day?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because you got kicked out at the end, right? By security was about to kick you out, but there you guys were like, "We're done."
But I did the Susky grind first. So that was it during the day. Mm-hmm. And that day, Beagle was there, Jim Greco, Antoine Dixon. That was the same day Antoine did Nolly Hill board slide on the 10. So I was sessioning it with him, and I was doing a bunch of Susky grinds. Like I literally every try, just making sure I did that. And then once I got comfortable with that, then I took it to the 15.
Damn.
Wow.
It took me like 4 tries. I remember grinding it, and that like aluminum, I could smell it burning on my truck. Like,
yeah.
That's crazy.
I remember that smell.
Those rails were... you're kind of glad they were grinded in from years of skating because fresh aluminum, you stick.
Oh, they're sticky.
Yeah, and we didn't wax the rail or anything. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
oh, really?
No, like that wasn't even a thing. Like, oh, wax rail. We thought, just because it was metal, it's gonna grind.
Right.
It's a handrail.
Wow. And especially how steep that rail is too. You're gonna go.
That's why there was like sparks coming out of the rail when I was grinding it.
That's so cool.
Or at least on like the try before, because I remember smelling it really.
Yeah.
Like vividly, I could like almost remember how it smelled.
That's
shit.
Cool. Just burning up like Back to the Future.
Yeah, I remember because I always wanted to hit that rail, but I blew my ankle out at Library Gap.
Oh yeah.
Like I ollied it and I blew out my whole Achilles because I landed like with my heel hanging off my board, so it just shot me up, and I was just like, I couldn't skate for months after that.
Damn.
So then, I mean, that was the first session, and then when I saw Lisa do it, I was like, damn, I think I would have got something up, but that was watching him back 50 that thing was just like, that's crazy, gnarly. That's my homie.
Yeah, no, that's one of those rails. Like if you were to like get anything on it, you were like, oh, like dang, that's crazy. That's because I think it was not even more like it was a big rail, but also like the kick out factor.
Yeah.
You only got like no more than 5 tries if you're lucky, and maybe 1 if you're like on a regular day if you're trying to like go hit it or something.
Right.
The security came out really fast every time.
That's crazy.
I kind of just told him about that because
you guys are back again.
Well, I kind of told them about that because we were watching the reconstruction of Wilshire.
Oh yeah.
You know how they just had that session?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, they killed it, but I was like, if that was real Wilshire, I don't think they would have thrown that many tricks down that fast.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I think the only difference of that set was it had better floor.
Yeah.
Like the actual floor, Wilshire was like really kind of rough almost.
That's what I was showing them. Like I went on Google Maps.
Cracks and stuff.
I went on Google Maps and I showed them like, look, this is the difference between that Wilshire and this Wilshire. I think those tricks they did would have gone down.
Perfect set. Like,
but it would have been more of a battle than what they threw down there.
If they would have maybe, I'm sure they didn't use an aluminum rail for it either.
No, yeah, they're using that good metal.
Yeah.
Right? So.
But I mean, either way, that's so insane.
But I mean, still
the tricks nowadays, like in 15 minutes, like we just seen a showdown go off, and it was like,
That's what we would have waited like 10 videos just to see in 10 different pros, just trying to fucking battle a trick out.
They could have saved it for a whole year and
crazy,
then barely put it out and like what.
And ollie backside flip, I was like, fuck, this dude just Greco'd the shit out of that 15.
So perfect.
Right?
Yeah, dude.
Even the dude that hard flipped, I was like, Herman status hard flip?
Juan Carlo.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's nuts.
Yeah.
All the Japanese guys, crazy.
Dude,
everybody out there, man. They're killing
they were tripping me out with the tricks they were doing. And I was like, damn, they're making this thing look like the Baldwin Park 4-rail.
Yeah, dude. The tricks that were going down at that like speed was insane. I'm like, how are they doing this? The level of like consistency and the skill has just gotten so like out of hand lately. In a good way. I love the progress, you know?
Yeah.
Did you see the Kevin Romar bail?
Yeah,
I just jumped.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I was like, this guy.
The pencil
It
dive.
kind of looked like it hurt.
Dude, I would never have done something like that. That's so crazy.
I would have at least tried the trick.
Yeah.
I think it would have felt safer, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Depends on if you're trying to trick and it gets caught under your feet and all those stairs.
I mean, in a situation like that, your best bet is just hoping to stick and slide out.
Yeah.
Just ollie as big as you can, man.
You know what I feel is possible? Well, if it's the right exact dimensions that they say it is, was wall ride could be done.
Juan Carlos did it.
I know, but on the actual thing.
Oh, on the actual thing?
I feel like he could go over the poles.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Honestly, after watching that, I was looking at the real thing and I was like, I think you can actually skate over the poles.
I think so. That's one of those spots where if you get it in the right way, because I feel like if you get on the wall, you can kind of like launch it out a little more.
Well, I think you can even ollie over the poles.
It's been done.
It's been done?
Yeah, twice. I think it was Clive Dixon and then this other dude that was on Instagram. And then like they put it out at the same time. It was supposed to be a cover for Clive Dixon, I think.
Shit, well, I'll put a bounty on. I'll put a bounty on it for a kickflip. I'll put a bounty on a kickflip on that.
That's crazy. That'd be nuts.
YouTube world, who wants the bounty? I should do that. Start fucking getting sponsors and be like, "What's up? Let's put bounty on spots."
Yeah.
Bounty.
He even did. It wasn't Clive Dixon. It was Clint Walker.
Clint Walker.
I think it was. He did back 50 through it and ollie.
Oh, on the side rail, right?
On the side rail, he back 50'd it too.
I saw that. I think that's what Dane Berman pulled this stuff in from that show.
Oh, okay.
Because he back 5-0'd the replica.
Yeah. That was sick. His 5-0 was dope.
Yeah.
Dane's a real good friend of mine.
Dude, I always hear stories that he's a local, but never ran into him.
Over here?
Yeah.
No, he's from he's originally from Australia, but he lives in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Well, props to him because gnarly skater, dude.
Yeah, one of the best.
That's cool.
Gnarliest skaters I've ever witnessed.
Dude.
Cheers to Dane.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, mate.
Cheers.
And then I watched the Livin' video.
Oh yeah,
that one was a fun watch. The song choice was excellent to me because it really gives you a feeling. Like that video, I was like, wow, dude, it really captured it. You know what I mean?
You like that one?
Yeah, I did like that one, man. I was like,
that was my homie. Edited that video was Ryan Perea.
Okay.
The new Master P on Instagram. Super talented skater. I mean, skating filmmaker.
Yeah, man, I was like, that's a cool one.
Yeah, he got down on that one.
Yeah, that was a fun watch, dude. Everything about that one, dude. And
he
then
even stretched the. If you notice, he stretched the VX footage to be HD.
Oh no way!
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And he like exported the whole thing out like 60 frames, so like everything looked just like nice and crispy. All the VX footage. Yeah, he like figured out a way to like make it that happen. It was like in the early days too, because that video came out in like 2016, I think.
Oh shit!
Wait. Yeah, I think so. 2015, 2016.
Wow. Dang.
That was like early prime before the fucking mega skaters came out too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think Toast, you were young, you didn't have the big beard yet. I think you were kind of clean cut.
I had the little chin strap.
Right, like what I got right here. And then
well, after that video, I made the flop video in between those two videos.
Okay, the flop, I saw that too.
No, it's like an hour and 45-minute video. That it was like, I can't believe at the premiere we had at Unmodern, and
okay, on Modern.
it was so many people, and like they stood up watching it for an hour and 45 minutes. Like, it's like damn, but we made it through.
All right, my question is like, so creating something like that and having so many supporters and like saying it being your first time, how does that feel? Like, what's that feeling like? I created that. I didn't expect this reaction where people were gonna stand and pay attention to this.
It's crazy. It makes you feel like all the hard work that you put in was worth it.
Right.
You don't really realize it like when you're doing it, but there was enough people that found out, word of mouth, and then they told other people, and then it was a good turnout. But I'm just blessed from all the experiences from all the premieres we had.
Mm-hmm.
Like Flop, like that was a crazy night, crazy premiere. We had probably over 400 people that showed up in that little like back area space and the ramp and stuff like that, and we had bands playing, and it was just
that's cool.
Awesome night. It was cool.
Shout out to that, dude.
Did you rock star that shit up?
Yeah, no, it was like a rock star night, you could say.
That's cool. I would have, yeah.
I would have rock starred that shit up.
Yeah, you would have had to peel me off the floor by the end of the night.
No, yeah, we stood drinking till like all night, and we were just partying it up, smoking a bunch.
That's cool. That's
chilling with the homies. Had out the core after, remember?
What would you want to give advice to someone who would want to give to that level, like an upcoming young skater who's like trying to come up and like just do the same thing?
I would just say, don't let anything bring you down or discourage you. Keep doing it. The longer you do it, someone's gonna find out who you are. You know, like I think just the longer you're here on this earth and this planet, people are gonna start to know who you are, like little by little.
Right.
Especially if you're like proactive, you're getting out there, you're meeting new people, you're filming. You're trying to like make a name for yourself.
Yeah.
Go to the skate park, practice.
Yeah.
And I think you told me something earlier too, where it's like, you go out there and you just start putting work in, everything else will manifest itself too.
Yeah. You're working on something. If you're really thinking about it hard, like through time, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I never had a plan of like, oh, I'm making a new video. Mm-hmm. It's just all of a sudden now I have so much footage I can make a video now, and I wasn't stressing that whole time of like, oh yeah, I got to make this thing happen.
Right. You just start stacking clips.
So it just manifests itself. You like keep doing it. You stack enough footage, and you have something to show for.
That's so cool.
I mean, that's kind of what it's been the last couple of videos, like the Cruel Kindness. This next one I'm working on, I'm doing a promo too. Mm-hmm. That's like a whole full length itself.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm almost even thinking about calling it something else. Not even promo, it's like its own video.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you got so much extra footage, or it's gonna pretty much be its own entity on its own because.
Something I could, I don't have to give it like Cruel Kindness promo.
Yeah.
Because I'm already doing Cruel Kindness 2. Mm-hmm. I don't want to like overdo the name.
Right.
Because I think after this Cruel Kindness 2 video, I'm going to just cut it at that 1 and 2.
Okay.
No more 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because I did watch Cruel Kindness, and, my favorite part was that waterfall. Was that Santa Fe Springs right here?
Oh, yeah. The dump truck into the water.
Yeah, man. Like, I've always drove by that thing and always looked at it. Like, it looks skatable, but... And then when you seen it with the water off, it doesn't look skatable. But then you dropped in on it with the water on.
The water on, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. And also, was there another spot next to that where you did like a rail that went down like a... I don't know, it looked like you 50-50 something.
Oh, yeah, it's the bridge.
That bridge, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that?
That's that, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was when I started first realizing, like, as an older skater, I could start doing this weird stuff. Where it's like, oh, now I could like grind this weird long rail with push off grind. I don't even have to ollie in it.
Right.
And just do like it's a little something.
It was
but
fun to watch.
you're on it for so long and it goes in a swivel. You know, you're like, oh, like
Just
that's what I was aiming
coaster.
for. Once I knew like I couldn't take high impact anymore. You know.
Right.
I think that's the best part about becoming an old skater. It's like me being my youth was like high impact, was just jumping down big things. Now I'm like, my creativity is more like, what's the weirdest thing I can do, or like what's something cool that I can do that's not gonna hurt me, but you don't think it's cool at the time. Mm-hmm. But then someone's like, what? That's pretty cool. I never thought of that. Mm-hmm. But you just did it because you're like, well, that pertains to, like me, I've had 2 knee surgeries, so I'm like, I can only skate for so long or go for so long. And then I know you have the big knee brace, so I don't know how much that limits you to that either.
Oh, it definitely limits me. I'm not as strong as I used to be, like, period, you know? So I have to pick and choose my battles, spots, and then maybe be a little bit more creative instead of like super jumping off a crazy gap or like a gnarly drop.
Mm-hmm. I like the creative stuff though.
That goes to show a little bit more of your personality. I feel a lot of people skate handrails and big stairs.
Yeah.
And luckily I did get to live that era too of the big handrails, big stairs. Like there was a time where I was doing all that stuff. But I just feel like nowadays it's like, I already did it. I don't want to have to go back and relive it again, because a lot of it was hard work. Don't get me wrong; it's very hard to get, and I don't really feel like putting myself through that battle of like torture in a way.
Yeah. Right. So, correct me if I'm wrong on this. I think I saw a clip a long time ago of you. Did you try the Redondo rail, or not Redondo? Rio Hondo. There's a Rio Honda rail. It's like a big ass one, and then it goes into flat king.
I think the one you're talking about, is it like that Ben Gilly rail, the one he 50-50?
I saw someone try to board side, and I swear I thought it was you.
Tony Willie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he tried to board side it, and he just racks on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the one that like right when you get up the hill, it's like it goes like 20 stair, then flat.
Yeah, no, that's a big rail.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie. For years I thought it was you.
No. Shout out to Ben Gilly and also Tony Cervantes' little brother did that rail. 50-50 did. Moses?
Yeah.
He was good as. He's good.
I haven't seen him in a long time. I used to see him in
Moses was really good.
Dude,
just like his brother.
That's possible. I remember I drove up there one time when I had a nice girlfriend and went there, and I was just like, "That's the rail." I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah,
it's huge. It's like something that like, I don't know. It's unfathomable to me, like to even think about trying that thing.
Yeah.
So shout out to Tony because he tried, right?
No, his brother. His brother did it.
Tony Willie did.
Shout out to Tony Willie for trying it. Yeah, he did tried it in a line, and he made it like halfway, but he went for it.
Yeah.
That thing's long. Boarside, I think it's gnarlier than 50 if you really.
Oh no, that's what I was saying. Like
50, you could get on and lock yourself in, but boarside, you're like,
you're balancing. And then I think you have to learn how to pop out of it if you're not gonna go the whole distance.
Because I think there was dirt on the side, so you had to kind of like turn out really hard left.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah, going that fast too.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Cruel Kindness. So everybody out there, please go check that out. And then we're gonna be on the lookout for part 2. Yeah. Do you have a date ready to drop, or is it?
Or it's just really aiming for the end of this year, which is really now.
Okay.
But
it's pretty close.
Like Anthony's coming out with footage in the Zero video. He just got on Zero.
Shout out to him.
Anthony.
Yeah. Did he have footage for this video as well, or is he just?
Well, he has so much footage. He's able to do like.
He's able to share it all.
He's like the only guy that is able to like have footage in the Zero video and then have footage in my video and then have footage in the promo. And still be good and have it leftovers. You know?
Damn.
This guy's a Thanksgiving.
He's just a machine, You take him out on the streets, he's gonna get something.
All the fixins.
I just saw his ad come up
Yeah.
I think I saw Kanan post it.
Yeah. Epic.
That's so cool.
That's a childhood dream come true, you know?
Right.
To even get an ad in the Thrasher magazine for $0, that's next level.
Even before you shut up, I was like, dude, before Potato shows up, we gotta watch Dying to Live, make your way through New Blood.
Yep.
And then, you know, because
those videos are just so good. Like they're so nostalgic and they make you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
Right.
Make me feel warm about skating and like it reminds me of like why I even started doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, after like just even watching we made it up to the Friends part. And
Oh,
Dying to
so
Live.
Oh yeah, that video's so good.
After watching that, I was just like, dude, I kind of just want to go out there and be that 14-year-old kid that's like, I just watched the $0 video. I want to go jump that loading dock, handrails, everything.
I'm afraid that's the way it's gonna make me feel, and then I'm gonna go do that and then hurt myself.
Yeah. You roll up to the spot, you take one track.
I watched Time to Live today, you know?
Hey, you got all pumped up.
Yeah.
You take that one jump down the stairs and be like, yeah, I'm not there anymore.
I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, let's go eat some good dinner.
Yeah. But the sad part is like what they took out one of the songs already because of the music rights.
They took out the song from the Friends part.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, and I was just like,
because it's Queen.
I mean,
yeah. Well, I think sometimes on YouTube, I think if they have a limit. Sometimes you buy the rights for something,
Really?
you know. Yeah. So
Is that the YouTube Premium or whatever it is?
no, I don't know.
YouTube TV.
I mean, I know you. So I just had an issue with. I don't know if it works the same with YouTube, but I had an issue with Instagram. I used a Grave Digger song, which is Wu-Tang's secondary group, and I've learned that the secret to getting past the copyrights is when you dispute it is just put always it's nonprofit.
No,
It's a
I
nonprofit.
would put that. Or go on. Sorry.
So I always put nonprofit, and that always gets me okayed.
Yeah, I would be like, I'm not making any money off of this. I don't own the rights to this song, and then you're pretty much like that's the way to get through.
Yeah.
So once they flag it, you just send them that, and then they let it go.
No, you put it like in the description, like
okay,
when you're making it, you know.
Either, or if they give you an opportunity to dispute
Because
it.
I always wonder how people get away with using music. You know, sometimes I'm like, how did you get away using that song?
Yeah, because then like even like in Cruel Kindness on YouTube, like all the songs still play.
Yeah.
Because I put like I don't own any of the copyright to this music, so. And yeah, I'm not making any money off of it. I'm just making these videos for people's viewing pleasure.
Right.
Cool. I mean, like I said, on Instagram, I found out the key word is nonprofit. The moment you put nonprofit is the moment they'll let anything slide. Because
so that's another one. I got to do nonprofit and say, I don't own the copyright.
Yeah.
And maybe one more. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good one to know.
I should try that because I tried making a video once. Spent all night uploading it to YouTube, and the next morning it was just like, sorry, all these flags are like, all right, never mind.
Well, that's the
I just
thing.
let it go.
The thing that sucks too is I posted it and it took 7 days for them to like approve it. So I still didn't get the algorithm feed that I should have got from when I posted it. Just like it went up. Now, I mean, the best I could do is just post it on my story and hope whoever saw it then interacted with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, social media and this whole algorithm shit, it's complicated right now.
Yeah. It creates a lot of work.
Yeah.
But there's ways of cutting that work in half and in quarters and stuff, making it not as gnarly as it should be. But you learn through time.
Yeah.
You know?
Time and experience. Just getting out.
Yeah.
Just
trial and error. You're learning as you're going. So
that's cool.
You never stop learning. That's the thing.
That's the best part.
That's very true, man. I remember when I was a kid, when you think you know everything and you don't know nothing yet.
Tell these youngsters they don't really know it all.
Yeah. All right. I had a question. Any dream place you ever want to go skate that you haven't been to?
Yeah, shit. Japan
Japan?
would be dope.
Japan wins again.
Let me see. A lot of places in Europe that I didn't get to go see. I did go to Europe about 6 months ago. And that was a blast. Amazing. So yeah, like Europe, anywhere in Europe.
How did you get out there? How did you get out to Europe for this last time? Was it for filming for this?
Yeah, we were talking about doing like a homie trip.
Okay.
And I had about, I think it was about like six, 7 of us. We went out to Paris, and then we went to Barcelona.
That's cool.
And they stood out for 2 weeks, but then me and Anthony stood out for an additional 2 weeks.
Yeah.
How was like that experience? Like coming from America to going to Europe and then trying to learn languages or even that language barrier and like trying to find skate spots.
Skateboarding spoke for itself. Right?
Yeah. And Anthony knows a little bit of Spanish. So,
okay.
And I know a little bit too. So we went out there and I kind of learning like the basics.
Right.
But yeah, it was crazy. The whole experience was just surreal. Got to skate with Tom Penny out there.
No way.
Crazy, dude.
So that means you got one of those magic penny stories, right?
I got a magic penny story for sure, yeah.
Oh,
wow. I think we gotta hear it.
Yeah.
I think we gotta hear it.
So I was out there because of shout out to Ace, Joey Touche, Justin Reynolds. We had that connection from being in Barcelona because Ace is out there in Barcelona and he's pretty much the guy running it, pretty much created it.
Okay.
So he knew Tom, and since I was out there skating with like Joey meeting up, Tom was there too to meet up, and Vincent Alvarez was out there too. So we were all meeting up, and it was a cool time. Like Penny was letting me roll joints with his own weed, but letting me roll my own with like hash in it and stuff, and like just like smoking with him, and it was just like surreal. Like damn, I'm smoking weed, so just skating with Tom Penny right now.
Another one.
Sitting on the bench. Like,
yeah.
From Muska to Penny. Here we go.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But no, he's a super, super rad dude.
Yeah.
Legend all over the world, but in Barcelona, they look at that guy like he's like a god.
Oh, I can only imagine. Did you see any of his skating in person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to skate with him.
Yeah. Is he gonna be in a friend's part or is that?
No, I felt like I couldn't just pull the camera out at him.
Right.
It was more like he had a filmer ready, so I wasn't gonna be like
Yeah.
Let me get you
but
real quick.
I got to witness it. I think I got maybe like a phone clip of him. Not like anything crazy.
Was it the kickflip shifty?
No.
Because Arto was asking for that.
Maybe like he did like a flat ground shove it or something on the floor.
Okay.
Something simple. He was just riding through the train station and did something.
Yeah, because
I just happened to get it.
Arto was on the 9 Club this week. He was all, if anyone got that kickflip shifty on their phone over the bump over the rail, the famous one, because I guess he did it again. He's all, can you send it to us?
Yeah.
They're all, can you send it to us? Because
the camera.
Oh. Yeah, they're saying their files got corrupted. Their memory card. Sorry, I'm just like lost in the fact that
in the Tom Penny story.
Yeah, you got to skip with Penny.
He heard Penny's name and he went brain dead.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Haven't even met the guy. He's already got a story.
I don't have a story. It's just a story I heard on the 9 Club, and then I'm like, when you said I got a phone clip, I was like, what? If you got the kickflip shifty, hit up Arto.
Yeah. No, I don't know about the kickflip shifty. Was that in Barcelona? Like over that bump to bar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude, one of my homie, when we were there, he fucking broke his ankle there.
Oh no.
We had to call the ambulance and shit. It was crazy.
I heard there's like no launch point on that, so like
it's weird. It's pretty big. You
yeah.
gotta, it's hard to get speed for. I didn't skate it. It was really big.
Yeah. I would think it would be like easy.
Crazy stuff's been done on it too.
Yeah, I would think it's easy because like you're coming into those humps, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's gonna just boost you through. But
someone nollie full cat flipped it.
Wow.
Like, Jesus.
I think it might be apples.
I feel like there's like a secret spot you have to pop that, but
there is. It's kind of a weird bump bank.
Because it has no launch point. It's like it just rounds out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So where do you pop? You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely a crazy looking spot though. Like it's one of those like, whoa, I'm here. Like this is crazy.
And you're like, how do they do this?
Yeah. But yeah, cool spot to be at. I'm glad I got to go visit that one for sure.
Well, that's cool.
Couldn't do anything on it though.
No, but still, I mean, you got to go. You know, it's kind of like skate tourism. Then.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
I mean?
No, that's why I felt like, oh, this is. I got to see a lot of cool things out there because we kind of had a little plan. Like I already mapped out spots prior.
Right.
So I went to this website. This dude that lives out there already had spots set up. So I figured out the addresses, and then I was kind of like I was pinning things, and then before you know it, I had a bunch of spots that we could just go to, like kind of like mapped out for every day of the week.
That's cool.
All right. Did you get MacBook?
Oh yeah, we were there. Like I got to probably skate like 5 times.
That's cool. Yeah. MacBook is always a...
Yeah, I mean that's the number one spot you go to. Like right when you get to Barcelona, you're at MacBook.
Mm-hmm. And then they say don't trust people trying to play soccer with you. Sometimes they'll be trying to pickpocket.
Yeah, they get too close.
Yeah.
I got it. So there's a funny story. Right when I got to Barcelona, some random ass dude is trying to tail drop from that crazy monument looking thing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
People skate off the drop, and so I didn't know this, but you can't skate after 10 o'clock in Barcelona.
Oh wow.
PM.
That's
Like
good to know.
yeah.
I
Like,
never
don't.
mentioned that on the nightclub.
And well, I don't know as of recently because I heard a while back, like not that long ago, they were even like tripping. But I think because of all like, there's a lot of people have been getting in fights and like drinking and doing drugs and stuff like that all around like the whole area.
Right.
They're starting to trip a little more.
Yeah.
So, we were there and the cops seen that some random dude trying to drop in. And it looked like he was gonna like this dude was gonna like hurt himself bad. He was all drunk.
Oh no.
And we're like, dude, what's this guy doing? So the cop seen him doing that, came over, seen us skating, told us in Spanish, like, hey, don't skate. All blah. So we didn't skate, but then we left MacBook kind of right there, and like maybe a little block down, we started skating on the street to go to this bar. And me and my homie Jimmy were skating, and all I feel is like someone like running after me, and then grabs me by like the back of the shirt and like pulls me. I was like, whoa, what's up? And it was like a policeman, the same guy that told us like, hey, don't skate. Hey, he got all mad, like, well, what do you guys do? I told you don't skate. I was like, yo, chill, like I didn't know. And then another cop came, and they're like tripping on us, and they're like, should we do? And they're like, oh, you guys are both gonna have to pay 115 euros each. Or give us your skateboards. And then they had automatic that ATMs, dude. Like,
oh my god.
on the go right there, so you could just swipe your card.
And they're like on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they're basically carrying this little Apple thing.
Yeah,
Like, tap
so-
a card.
So we see, oh, anyone skating? Boom, 115.
Fuck.
But they only, at the end of the day, they only charge us for one, so it's like 115 euros.
Yeah.
What's that equivalent to? Like in
Like 100 and like maybe $30.
$130. Okay.
That's still a lot though when
Yeah.
like you're on vacation.
Yeah, no, it sucked.
Yeah.
I was like, the first day,
Yeah.
it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth in Barcelona, and I was like, you know
Right.
what, I still got to give this a chance. This was just
Yeah.
jacked up that this happened. Like,
Right.
So like you can't even just like skate to like say I'm skating down the street to the convenience store after 10 o'clock.
no.
Probably not.
But the stores close earlier there. It close like at
Okay.
9.
Okay.
I bet.
Yeah, there's nothing that stays open really late over there. It's like maybe the bars do.
Yeah.
But
That's
like
crazy.
markets and stuff, no.
Everything shuts down.
I mean that's the only example I can think of. You know, like if you're skating, like here I can go skate to the 7-Eleven at like
I
2
feel
in
like
the
it
morning.
just like it's a little more sketchier over there for them to maybe stay open later.
Fuck.
Yeah, maybe. That's probably what it is. Or they're
Or they just have a different way of living, you know.
right. Yeah.
I mean-
there's places that I can't remember where, but they'll take time.
Bedtime's
off.
like at 7 p.m.
Yeah. Well, it's like when I went to.
I think it's in like Italy or Paris where
Right. They have
they
like
take a break.
the whole everybody's
The whole
like
town goes to sleep.
Yeah.
For a couple hours.
It's like wait, what?
I mean, well,
it's because they day drink, so they gotta go take a little nap. You know?
I mean, I can relate to that because I mean, when I went up north to like Oakland this year for my birthday, I was like, dude, everything close. Because I'm used to like LA, like there's something to do all the way to like 2, almost 3, 4 in the morning, right? I'm out there, I'm like, dude, by 9 o'clock, everything was shut down. You can't barely any bars were open, and I'm like, what do people do out here?
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I just used to that LA life where like everything's open all night long, with at all hours of the night there's something to do, and out there it's like everything just shuts down early.
Yeah, nuts.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, even New York is even up later than us, so.
Their bars don't close to like 6.
Shit.
4 or 6 in the morning or something.
But then even in Barcelona, there is clubs that were open till 6.
Oh shit,
that's crazy. That's true.
So,
hey, there's people who live that scene.
No, they live that life out there.
I bet.
And it's exhausting. I don't know how they do it. They're
Yeah.
probably just like they sleep all day, probably.
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah.
I couldn't handle all that.
Where do you even find time to work and make the money to go enjoy that life?
Yeah. No, we did it one night where we went to the club and stood up to like that hour, and like it was hard for us to wake up the next day and go to like skate and stuff.
Yeah.
And we went to go skate, you know. So
did you wake up? Or did you walk
we did
out
go
the
skate
club?
though. We woke up like around maybe 1 or 2, and then went.
Did you walk out the club and the sun was up? You're like, wait, what? How long were we in there?
Yeah, and it's cool in Barcelona. It doesn't get dark till like 8 or 9.
Oh shit.
So it was like, well, you have all day, you know.
Oh man.
That's
so they
cool.
probably don't have the time change out there.
I don't think so.
Because I know we were supposed to get rid of it this year.
Or something. Yeah, I heard about
It rained
that.
and it rained every now and then, but it wasn't that bad.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But
yeah. How's the food over there?
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
their
good.
food, their beer's really cheap too.
Shout
They're
out
like
to
not good drinks and stuff.
that. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's cool, dude. And
it's a
then
beautiful place.
It'll be cool if you can actually make it out to Japan one day, though.
Yeah, I'd be hyped.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to see you get out there.
Go out there. I know China has spots, but it's just dirty out there.
Yeah.
It's like,
I've heard.
I don't
a
know.
lot going on with it, you know, there. So you know,
Yeah.
asking.
but
No, but
yeah.
the spots are amazing. I remember like Ty Evans went out there on like a trip on that We Are Blood, or I remember like the Zero Team going out to China on trips and them getting dope stuff, you know. So
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think in which is that video where Chris Cole says depart with Tom Estee, I think?
that's
That's a Fallen video, right? The Fallen or no, Zero.
was that Plan B? No, that was Zero. That was
That's
Zero. Yeah.
That's the one that he's a soldier.
Like a rap song, huh?
Yeah, I think they skate a lot of China spots in there.
Yeah, they do. The little marble hubbas going
Yeah.
on at the banks and stuff. Yeah.
The little almost pump track run.
Yeah, those are cool spots.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I'm sure there's a lot of things we haven't even like touched, you know, like that's been on footage, and I feel like Japan has a lot of that. It's a lot of Spain, and then every little town has its own little vibe, even like Paris.
All right.
You know, it's just like it's pretty sick.
That's cool.
Diversity.
That's cool.
I mean, you gotta even think of the countries we're not even allowed in. Like,
I know.
You got like what, Russia, North Korea.
Like Dubai probably has some crazy spots.
Right. Yeah. Well, they did shoot some of that stuff, right? Like.
But
Thai?
I went to Dubai.
Yeah.
We had blood.
Yeah.
That was sick.
I mean, they probably had to pay a good amount of money just to skate out there.
I think it was like that Mountain Dew money, probably.
No, they
Yeah.
said
Or what was
that
it?
they just had to schedule everything. Like they had, like, okay, yeah, you want to skate this, that's fine, but you have to let us know when. You can't skate nothing else but whatever you told them you're gonna skate.
They skated on
And
top
they
of a
said,
skyscraper.
and they're like,
Burj Khalifa, I think they.
Yeah,
they were like, dude, we're chipping it up there. Like they didn't care. They were just
that was
like,
a helipad, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
I have the Lego model in my room with the Burj Khalifa.
No way. That's sick.
I just bought it because I was like, sick, tallest building in the world, and I sat there and built it out of Legos.
How long did that take you?
Probably like, maybe like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And it sucks because it's only like that big.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah. But
That's
I was like,
pretty
cool. I wanted to buy the White House. Just say I have the White House in my room.
Damn. They're expensive, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That Mario Brothers up there. That was like $200 or something like that.
That was dope though.
Yeah. It's like you put the whole TV set together, the Nintendo.
That's crazy.
And then it even you can move it and Mario like jumps around in there.
I think the first time I saw it, I came in and I was just playing with it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they get expensive, man, and they're limited editions too, so they don't sell after a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
so
that's
they become
cool.
even more pricey if you have all the books and all the the instructions and everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, if you keep everything like tip top shape.
Yeah, you get pretty pricey, man. That's
I
cool.
bet.
Do you have any hobbies off the board like Legos?
Yeah, I mean, I like making music.
Music?
Along with filming, editing. I like drawing.
Drawing?
Do tattoos.
Oh, that's cool. Another tattoo artist in the house.
Yeah, let me see what else. I like to cook.
Cooking? Cooking's fun. Oh yeah, get outside. Are you grilling too? Like
Grilling.
barbecues?
What do you like to cook? Like your
Yeah.
style of food.
I'm Mexican.
Mexican?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Papa's homie. What's up?
Oh yeah, it's just like it's funny. I think because Mexican food, I grew up all eating it every day, but then there's different ways of making it and stuff, and seasoning it, and
Like you make your own little kick and your own little spice.
yeah, I mean you can make burritos, quesadillas, tacos, tortas, enchiladas.
You're making me hungry, bro.
And like all the different salsas and stuff, the green and the red and the habanero, and and then chopping your, it's just you can get creative.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the colors, everything.
Guacamole and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
A little lime on the side. And
You're about to get me to go to my taco truck and get some carnita, burritos,
Yeah.
fucking salsa. Ooh.
so
You got me salivating over here.
I know. So yeah, I shouldn't have brought it up. No.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
No, I was kidding.
It's all good. It happens, man. So, but so that's cool, man. Hobbies, off the board are always important because a lot of people just
I get
skate,
tired
skate.
of doing the same thing over and over and over again. I
Yeah,
have to try to even add a little exercise here and there. Like I'll try to ride like bike for a little bit or just I like to, and then me and my girl we like to watch like movies and stuff, scary movies. I like horror films.
Okay.
That's good.
okay. Yeah, me like I'm all down for a scary movie, but it better be early.
It gets a nightmare still. I love it.
Or it's like,
It's
I gotta watch comedy afterwards, or something. I don't have to, but I mean, there have been times where you get that in your head, and then you might.
You're like
I'm dreaming. I'm like, dude, I don't like this. I'm getting chased or something.
You wake up in the middle of the night. You're like, I don't want to look in the hallway or look at the mirror.
I don't know.
Because, dude, trust me, like I'm walking, in the studio here, some of these lights, if they're up like this, it might look like somebody at night in here. I'm like, wait, what about like trying to get the sleep out of my eyes? I'm like, is that somebody in my house?
I know that could be scary. Yeah.
Yeah, but but shout out to horror films, man. I'm down with those.
Yeah, I just like the whole like editing aspect and like what they did to make it scary and make you feel that way.
With the ambiance, with the music, the lighting,
and, like the jump scare.
Dude, I hate the because the anxiety is what kills me. Because
you're
you
waiting.
it's gonna happen, and then
Oh,
that just builds you up. If they build you up right, it's a good jump scare. It's always
I know,
funny.
yeah, that's like one of the favorite things me and my girl like to do. We like to watch, like get scared. She gets more scared than I do, but I'm right there. She's like,
My lady would be like, "Stop, bitch."
Yeah.
She'll tell me that shit.
I got a question. As someone who knows film and all that, do you already anticipate it because you're like, I already know they set this up for that?
yeah, it doesn't bother me. I know it's not real, so like,
Yeah.
it's just it's cool to me. It's like very interesting.
But do you sit in your head like predicting like, I already know what's gonna happen?
Kind
I
of.
already
I
know
mean,
what's
it's
gonna
always gonna happen. Like it kind of sets itself up a little bit, right?
and that gets you on the edge.
Yeah.
for,
Right.
Oh, what's
It
going
just-
on
I
next,
think
and,
it just
biting your
depends.
nails and like.
I feel like it's pushed my film taste to a higher level where I'm like looking for more indie films that are like I'm tired of this basic like horror shit.
Yeah, look at like more culty like vibe, like something that's a little more underground, something that's like.
Have you tried Tubi?
Well, I've been trying to.
Has a lot of movies and horror films, right?
I heard that it's all like C movies, like B movies and stuff like that. Like you'll get the ridiculous movies that are just hilarious too. Yeah. You're like, what? Well, this is funny. I haven't seen any of them. I haven't tried it. I think I have Tubi as well, but
a lot of crazy movies on there.
There's a chat room in the Discord on the Be Real show where people will join in and they'll all watch one of those B movies together. Mm-hmm. And mostly they're just all chatting together and we're laughing about how cheesy and how a movie is, but. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I myself transitioned because I got tired of American horror. I've transitioned to like South Korean horror, Japanese horror.
Oh, those are cool movies too.
Yeah, like I'm just like, dude, these guys are doing it on a whole nother level of gore.
Yeah.
They're very bloody.
I bet.
A lot of heads getting chopped off and limbs getting sewed onto a leg.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or a head getting sewed onto a limb.
What? Yeah.
They take it a little bit past the level, and sometimes I'm just like, they did pretty good on the production.
I think the last one that got a little too crazy for me was, what's the one, the Centipede or what was
it? Centipede?
Yeah, man, I could not get through that. Like, the first job, I guess you would say, it was like, I'm done.
Watch the movie Hereditary.
Hereditary?
Yeah.
I think I've heard of it.
Watch that one.
I heard it's pretty.
It's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
If you can sit through that whole movie, you could watch any horror film.
I think I might go watch it tonight when I get home.
Yeah, dude, Hereditary, dude. It's a good movie.
Get your torta or whatever you want.
It's a good movie.
Taco burrito carnitas.
But that's the type of like movie that I'm like that gets me. I'm like, whoa. This was just off, like, this was like a whole other level of like, craziness.
Yeah, that's where it gets crazy. If it's like more like real, you know what I mean? Like like maybe like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that's kind of like, I don't know, like, it's not like a Freddy Krueger where it's like, oh, I get you in your dreams or whatever, but, when somebody's actually like a Jeffrey Dahmer type of dude, you're like, oh.
Yeah. You know what, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that was a student film?
Oh, crazy!
That was like the first original one.
I think like Paranormal Activity was too. Like it was like a real low budget. Like those movies, both those movies did really good when they first came out.
I mean, for being low budget and then like student films, you're just like.
I think the Paranormal Activity movie was like being hated on, and then they weren't gonna like show it or something, but then like something happened, and then it ended up being a hit.
Yeah,
people left because of how scary it was.
I mean, it almost went Exorcist level where people were just booking it or like throwing up.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
Yeah, the one scene that they supposedly they took out back in the day and then they added it later. I remember going to the theater to watch it and like seeing the girl just kind of like what does she do, like a crab crawl down the stairs, all creepy. Yeah. And then everybody was all cheering in the movie theater, like, yeah. Everybody's like, all right, we could go now. But no, it was cool.
I mean, that just shows you how far just like being a visual, like a director, like, just creating visuals like that, how much you can mess with people's heads.
Oh, yeah.
Like you were saying earlier, like just filming the right angle of a trick can make that trick either good or bad. Just the visuals.
If you don't film a trick right, it doesn't like bring the viewer in, Like, I'm already over it.
Yeah.
What's next?
Right.
It just doesn't hit right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got to kind of keep them drawn in and wanting more.
Yeah, so you're like, oh, keep showing me. That was like really good work of art. I want to keep seeing more.
Right.
For a lot of filmmakers and stuff that I like, or video parts. Like, what was different? Oh, the way it was edited. The skating was good. It was filmed good. Like that. Those are the things that makes me want to watch a video.
Yeah.
The creativeness and the way it was filmed and how creative the filmer got with the angle. Like you were saying, like that's just next level. It's like good.
Yeah. It's like that one filmer that's willing There's that one filmer who's willing to stand at the stairs because it's easy. But then there's that one filmer like, hey, if I climb that tree,
yeah,
how sick is that shot gonna look?
Get up on the roof or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's so many things like like I have ideas for the show to give it, to add to it. Like we want to start doing some new stuff, but I'm like, well, a drone would be really dope to have on, because I'm already thinking ideas, and I'm like, do I have to spend money on a damn drone now to get this shot, the one shot to make, I think, this whole thing kind of come together where I visualize
maybe you could use it for other things too.
I'm sure it could, yeah.
Just do this: buy the drone, use it real quick, and then take it back.
That's true. money back guaranteed.
It wouldn't be for one-time use. It would probably be used.
Yeah. Then if it's investment, then it's a good investment.
But yeah, but I also have a homie that has drones too, so I don't know. We'll see.
Then use his or have him shoot it.
He's in Arizona.
Shot and then
come back to California, buddy.
Shoot it up. Hook me up with an angle.
Yeah, man, dude, I'm really looking forward to this Cruel Kindness 2. I can't wait.
A lot of us been waiting for this one.
I can't wait. So if you do a premiere, please let us know. We'll definitely.
Oh yeah, of course.
We'll definitely.
You guys need to be there for sure.
For sure, we want to definitely be there to support.
Yeah.
And do you plan on putting it out like in a theater or something like that?
Yeah, I want to put it out like at the Village Cinemas probably again. We did it at the Uptown right here. Mm-hmm. Uptown Whittier.
Oh, that's cool.
Either there or if I could get it at Sinopolis right there in Pico. Mm-hmm. That'd be another option. But I don't know. I have to go and see how much it is for a couple hours. And
is that can happen? Like, what do you do? Do you have to put
you can rent out the theaters.
Okay.
You just gotta like pay a good amount of money. I'm sure like it could be like $600 an hour.
Dang. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. So
it's a lot of money, but
it does. Yeah.
You have it at a theater. It's like the experience, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you have to sell tickets for that, or is it just?
No, it's just like people come in, come for free. Whoever makes it,
Yeah.
So cool.
That's how it was last time.
Shout out to that.
So I had wristbands, and then people came in, showed up one show, and then we had another show. And
do they make money by selling like the concession stand? Is that open too? Like
yeah, it's like the movie theater's not closed. Like the movies that are still supposed to play.
They're open.
It's still open. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like they just dedicate that one room to you guys for your event,
that one theater right there
with normal pedestrians in the house with the skaters. Well,
no,
it's all good.
They weren't going into our theater. Like
no, I know, but I mean, we get loud and stuff.
Rowdy.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Like we kind of outdid ourselves because the second showing was like people were sitting on the floor because they didn't have seats.
Wow.
Oh shit.
And it was like a lot of people, like to the point where it was like a fire hazard. Like
yeah, I was gonna say I was surprised they allowed it. But how long was that video for?
Like an hour.
Okay.
So it's like you paid 2 hours of
two showings maybe.
And we kind of went over like the limit, but they were cool. Like. And people were like drinking and smoking in there, and like it was crazy.
Yeah, they did that with the I dabble, right? So some lady came out screaming at some people like, "Don't smoke in here."
No, the first one we went to.
That was at a theater.
Yeah, it was like at a theater in downtown LA.
Yeah.
Well, it's better when they do it at the Keen Ramps.
Yeah. That's fun. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
I think the last time we were there, me and Listo ended up Irish dancing to the fucking band. So we were there sitting, like, when the Irish sit in circles, all drunk.
That's fun.
Swinging each other, and then we were tapping each other's feet and everything. We ended up getting the whole party going with it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a good time. Keen Ramps is always fun.
That sounds like a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, but, dude, can't wait for that. That sounds fun.
Yeah, so we'll get the second one going. Hopefully it's just as good of a turnout or even better.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
the more the merrier.
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely promote it, soon as it's ready to go.
Yeah.
I'll be blasting it on my story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I want all the homies to go and get a piece of the pie, you know?
Exactly.
You know, say what's up and
Wow.
just make it a memorable night.
That's so cool, man. I can't wait. That's going to be fun, man. So
Yeah.
we'll all be looking forward to that, dude. And, dude, we're almost done here, pretty much. Yeah. We kind of get this bowl of questions here. Crazy question before we get out of here. Let's see here. See what happens today.
See, this one says, if you could start your own skate company, what's the name? I probably would just call it Cruel Kindness.
Cruel Kindness?
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Thought about doing it. Make an LLC.
Okay.
Not a bad idea, man.
Yeah, right?
Skate company, all right. Yeah, because, I mean, all of us, I don't know, do you get any sponsors? Anything hooked up for you?
Yeah, more like Flow. Like, well, Transitions, the skate shop I always rep.
Okay.
And then Justin Reynolds will hook me up with Ace Trucks. And if I need, like, boards, he'll give me, like, Umo Landsled boards. I'll get, like, homie board stuff, like...
That's cool.
Hand-me-downs or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Whatever.
No actual sponsors.
That's cool. No, that flow is always cool.
It's like homie flow.
Homie flow. It's all good, man. Hey.
Any flow is good flow.
Any flow
Yeah.
is good flow. Come bring the flow, dog.
Any dream sponsors you ever wanted to have growing up?
I did ride for Toy Machine, and that would have been the one for sure. Like,
Toy
there's
Machine?
Something about Toy Machine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened with that, with the toy machine?
Shit, I rode for him for a while, and then I got hurt,
Okay.
and then I wasn't skating for a
Was
couple years.
that the hill bomb, or was that something different? Because Lisa also mentioned something about a hill bomb.
Yeah, it was from like doing a switch hill bomb,
Okay.
and like I came off the board wrong and stepped weird. My knee just popped out of place, like I felt it like buckle.
Is that why you have to wear the brace now, or?
Yeah, that's like why it started.
Oh, okay.
And then I messed up the knee again, the same knee, after I got it reconstructed or with they call it a cadaver.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a dead person's ligament.
Mm-hmm. For those that don't
It's supposed
know
to heal
out there.
faster or whatever. But that one tore. I tore like maybe 2 years. Not even 2 years. Probably like a year, barely a year. And I tore it again on a dump truck into a bank.
Damn.
And I just like fell to the flat and like buckled again.
Oh.
I didn't have a knee brace then.
Yeah.
And then I got the surgery again. And
Wow.
and then got the knee brace after. But going back,
Are these surgeries expensive as well? Like, is it like?
I was a kid and I was on my parents'
Okay, insurance.
and then you're insured until you're like 26.
26.
Oh shit! Didn't know that.
So yeah.
Yeah, if you have a kid, yeah, be ready because they'll be riding the coattails here. 26. I did it.
Yeah. So yeah, that came through,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then yeah, I feel like if you don't get the surgery, you're not gonna heal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like my knee needs a surgery, so.
Only way to find out is go in and get that CAT scan.
I
You gotta
know.
go get the MRI.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um.
But that knee brace helps out though. That's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
It keeps you on the board. That's what we all look forward to.
I just
is
don't want
being
it.
on the board.
Don't want it to buckle again because the doctor told me if it does, then I might have to go get another surgery.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's I rode for Osiris and Toy Machine,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much I wasn't skating, so I was still getting boxes, but I wasn't skating for like a good 2 years.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
And then I was kind of like, all right, well, I kind of have to stop sending me shit. I mean, once you start skating, if you send more footage, like we got you. But
Yeah.
I didn't start picking up again until like a while, and then about that time I was just like, in my head, I felt like it wasn't to par.
Okay.
But that's just me. So I never sent footage in anymore or like bothered. So, but it was a good experience. That shit.
That's cool.
It was cool to like be able to get hooked up by that company back then.
Yeah. Shout out to that, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
dude, life experiences, we all have them, and
Shout out to Craig Glover. He was the one that hooked me up back then with a Toy Machine and Osiris back then.
Okay.
That was when I did Wilshire.
Ooh.
So he seen that footage and he was like, all right, pick the company you're on to ride for. It was a Toyota booth at a ASR trade show.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, pig wheels. I could have either rode for Foundation skateboards or Toy Machine.
Yeah.
So I was like, Toy Machine.
No, you got the Toy Machine feel.
Yeah, I was like, I need the Toy Machine for sure. Because I was like the little devil guy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The little guy with the little squiggly head.
Yeah, those. So the graphics are dope.
I think we have a video somewhere in here too.
So, yeah.
So
that was a cool experience.
Yeah, but that'll be cool, man. You could start a brand, Cruel Kindness.
Yeah, I've thought about it.
Yeah. You guys make any merch or anything like that?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
But I'm gonna start to need to coming out with these videos. I gotta have something to like follow through with, you know.
Yeah,
might as well.
that'll be
merch,
fun.
you know.
That'll be fun.
Making the YouTube channel. It's like it's getting all the content ready. Is like the hard part.
Right. And you're gonna release it on YouTube as well.
Yeah, I have it up on YouTube right after we premiere it.
Okay. And that's on your channel, or is it on its own kind of?
It'll be on my channel, yeah.
Okay.
Just like a Jonathan Yanez or Potato Flop. Like
Potato Flop.
Yeah, you could just look up Jonathan Yanez on YouTube, skateboarding or something.
Yeah, that's how I found you.
Yeah, it'll be right there.
Gave you a little follow as well. You know,
Nice, good looking.
You know, subscribe to your channel.
Heck yeah.
Yep, that's how we do it.
Any support is always
Yeah.
good support. So
Dude, can't wait, man. It's gonna be awesome. Proto, you have anything before we get out of here?
I think we vibed out pretty good, so most of my questions got shot out there during the vibing.
It's always great being with good homies and talking about skateboarding.
I know we're missing Listo here in the house today.
I know I was missing Listo today. I thought I'd see him.
Yeah.
It would have been great if in between the interview, just like, what up, guys?
It would have been cool.
He's been a good homie.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and one question he always asks is like, who would you want to see on the show come out?
Shit. I don't know. Any one of my friends.
Shout out to them.
It's like they're down to talk about their little experience, how they got into skating and stuff.
Yeah, if they're down, we're down to have anybody on the show.
Learning each skater, like I think that's.
Everybody has a different story.
Yeah, you know. So
and
your guys' format is like, you know, they could talk about. Everyone could talk about something if they skate, you know.
Right.
So I think that's what's really cool about it.
Yeah. So you got the same passion we do, you know, like.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it comes down to it, you know, like come in, you're like, hey, I got into skating this way, I got into skating that way. On the side I do this, on the side I do that, and you get to learn every skater on a new level. And not only that, like if we have younger audience, maybe you just became their favorite local, or maybe they'll support you enough to push you to get to that pro level.
Yeah.
The possibilities are endless with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, dude. Like, hopefully if we got some young followers right now that haven't seen any of your stuff, please go check it out on his YouTube channel. I mean, it is like, it's amazing to watch, man. I had fun yesterday. I was just going through it. I was showing my lady. She was just cringing at all the slams.
Oh, man.
And then you come up and you still get the trick, and I'm like, relentless. I love it, man. I just keep coming back and getting it.
So you only get one chance, or at the time, that's how it feels, you know?
Yeah. And then, like, Mikey was saying something about how, like you like to get it that day. You don't want to have to come back and try it again. You know, you're like, nah, let's go.
It's just you put yourself through such a headache.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why come back to the headache?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes I don't feel like skating, you only do it for so long to where it's not fun anymore.
Right.
Like, it's like frustrating.
Right.
But it's fun nonetheless. I won't say it's not fun anymore. It's just like it becomes so repetitive and But that's just the name of the game, you know.
Yeah.
That's what you put yourself through. But when you get that reward, it's like nothing like it, and that whole process was worth it.
Right. Now, any plans to take some time off from filming after this one, or are you gonna just keep it going?
I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the moment I slow down is the moment just kind of like why, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm not guaranteed every day here, so just keep make
True.
the best of it every day and try to have no days off with it. Is only if I'm going to do something with the family or my girl or her family. Then
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely she's very supportive and appreciate her for that.
That's cool.
Family, you and my dad. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them, man. Yeah, because without
Friends,
them, yeah, without them, dude, supporting us like that, you know, coming home and having to hear, you know, whatever we went through that day, you know, and say, I got you, I got
Be a little
you.
tiresome.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but, you know, I follow this funny Instagram too, Skate Wives.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that? Like the lady's like, she's filming her man or whatever,
Oh, yeah,
and then
I did see that.
she's like, apparently this is a bad angle. You're not supposed to get a butt shot. You know, like it's hilarious. So
That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah. And I'm like, I'm just giggling.
That's genius too, though.
I know, right?
Hey, some girl can
Finding the angle and just getting it. You know, so
if you make it to the point where it's like, all right, I really feel this person or this girl, what she's going through with this guy, and you're like, all right, this is content right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rad, man.
We have a whole Instagram page on that.
It's so cool. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the one where the wife's in there and she's all, well, I thought dating a skater would be cool, but I didn't think I'd be spending my weekend at a ditch spot for 2 hours filming.
That's the one.
Yeah, we're in like Las Vegas or something like
Yeah.
that. Like, going to a wedding.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
there's
he has
that,
to
there's
get a
that,
clip.
there's that one too.
He's like, apparently there's a sick ledge over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then the next day he does it, huh?
yeah.
Like a Wally or something on it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'd probably do the same thing.
That's cool, man. They
Yeah.
Sorry, future girlfriend.
Yeah.
Suffer.
Hey, that's, you know, she's got to realize, like, if she falls in love with you, then she's got to realize, like, who you really are. You're a skateboarder, you know? So
Right.
Very true.
Very true, man.
you're not just going to, like, oh, I'm going to marry this guy and know that he's not going to go skate. He's a skate. I married him because he was a skateboarder. He loves to skate, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Don't be like, I'm going to get him to stop as soon as we're married. Nah.
Oh, man.
Nah,
That's
I've
my
met
life.
homies who have girlfriends where, like, they get pushed into that, but
It can happen. Be careful, guys.
they always
careful,
come. They
guys.
always come back to the skateboard.
Well, I mean, shit, because
skateboarder
they're
won't
going
leave you.
crazy. They're getting depressed, and they're, like, low-key over their lives. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, just get back on the board, everybody, if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? All right.
It's always a lot of help.
All right. You got any shout-outs before we get out of here?
Yeah, shout out to my family. I've been there since day one. Shout out to, my mom my whole life. Rest in peace. Shout out to just anyone who's ever helped me in skating. Like, giving me gear, hook me up, show me the way, give me a little advice, whatever.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys for having me.
Of course.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And shout out just to the creativity that skateboarding brings.
Yeah. Love it.
You know?
I love it. Pro, do you have any shout-outs?
As usual, shout out to everyone supporting us. Thank you, Jonathan, for coming through.
Yeah, man.
We've
no
been
problem.
wanting you on the show for a good while. It's
dude.
glad to finally get you on, get your story out there.
Thank you, man.
I mean, I can only imagine how many other people this is going to inspire. Just hearing stories like this.
Yeah.
Same thing with anyone who's been on the show. We've probably inspired a lot of people.
Dude, I mean, just like with other, pro skaters that I look up to also. They might not know it, but
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think everyone's inspired by somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can do that for somebody, then, like, I'm happy, because all I've been trying to do this whole time is just be myself and just be positive and not be bummed out on the little small things, you know?
Right. Yeah. And you said it the best right there, to just be yourself, because
Yeah.
the more if you try to act fake or try to be somebody else, the people can see that, so
Yeah.
I think being like yourself you know, people see that and they'll be like, dude, that guy, I like that guy right there. He's cool.
Yeah, you know
what I mean?
Be open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try not to judge as much. You know, some stuff I learned like that, and
yeah,
try to just be a little easygoing. It's just less stressful equals happier life. So
definitely for sure.
Yeah. Anything else, brother?
I mean, I think this interview went great.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, thanks for having me. Appreciate
Yep.
even, you know, just being acknowledged and in the way, you know, that people say they see, or, you know, in any way. It's like much appreciative, much love.
All right,
Thank you to everybody.
Thank you, buddy. I want to, of course, Listo's not here, but shout out to him
Shout
out
out
there.
to Listo.
I think I might CGI him in.
Yeah. You should, dude. That'd be so sick. If
We
you
should just
show the angle and he's like, yeah.
We should just
try
put
to
a picture of him.
I might get a little picture cut out of him in there.
That'd be funny. Or
If
if you get footage from another episode.
Yeah, just put a
just
picture.
throw him in.
And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pretend like it's a question that you've already asked me, but he asked in a different episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I might actually put in some work for this.
Wow.
That'd
Just to
be
make it happen.
funny, dude. That'd be right. I'd be hyped to see that.
That would be funny.
Oh,
All right.
video magic, baby.
Yeah, that's the best part about it, right?
Yeah. We're all nerds
see.
about it right
We'll
now.
see. Stay tuned for that. And
Cool.
again, thank you for coming down and sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. I want to thank, of course, the crew. Of course, one member here today.
Yes, sir.
Holding it down for us. Miss you, Listo.
Miss you, Listo.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Make sure to hit that like button. Hit that subscription button if you're not subscribed to our channel yet. If you know somebody that wants to be on our show, hit us up on Instagram at Where the Locals Sk8, or you can hit me up OG_skate show. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time,
Thank you
peace
guys.
out, everybody.
Bye.